started. See, that's the second ding. Ding after right as the burp was going.
Okay, all right. Why did the Wild Bunch stream not pick up correctly?
Because it doesn't like you.
I didn't look. Sorry.
All right. Let's try this again because I did. Oh, hello there.
Hey, how doing?
Doing good. We're just getting connected to everything right now. All right, we are now on everything.
Wait, who's that?
That's Brian.
Oh, hi, Brian.
Is this Mars?
Yeah, close enough.
Sound like you're down in the basement.
No, I just have a headache I'm working on, so I'm good. I'll wake up during the show. Well, you know, I took some coffee and believe whichever's going to help me is going to help me.
All right, cool.
All right. Well,
yeah,
I think
that'll be good.
I think it's time to do what we do at this point.
What do we do?
What do we do? What do we do?
What do we do?
It's been so long. I forget what we do.
Did you tweet?
I did tweet.
He tweeted.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Let's. I forget which one of these files I'm supposed to play actually, because it's been so long. Let's try this one.
It's only been a week.
No, it hasn't.
And now, an NHB Radio
and Wild Bunch Radio
live feature presentation.
Wait, what's that? What's different?
This is a serious message. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Oh
Thought people would do this stuff? I don't think so.
Fuck man. Fuck man.
Jump, jump.
Oh my god, I think I pooped myself.
I will toss a salad.
I'm now going to go slash my wrist with a fucking fork.
Ah. There's a super rooster in there.
We are live after God, how long of a hiatus was that? With the return of the amateur hour.
Wait, I thought we did an amateur hour on Saturday.
No, that's Dollar Bid Specials on Saturday.
Oh.
And the results are in, and amateur hour was, it was a, what's the word I'm looking for? When it's not close and it's very much, what was it?
A slide of the land variety?
A landslide. Yes, it was a landslide. You know.
Wow.
That was
You
quite
got the creepy breathing and everything.
That was quite an election, wasn't it? The battle of the suburban homeboys versus the amateur hours.
Which
and
what was the score?
The public has spoken.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, we had it was pretty much a battle between amateur hour and suburban homeboys, with of course our obligatory third-party candidate of the real No Holds Barred radio show.
Ooh, how many did that get?
That one got one vote. One vote for the third-party candidate. Which
I wonder who that was.
That wasn't me, actually. I didn't vote in this election.
Oh, really? Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah, well, I was undecided. So, amateur hour got 33 votes. Suburban homeboys got 9.
Oh.
And so we are now.
But here's the protest vote.
The protest vote.
What?
Didn't get on the ballot was no show name.
Well, that was kind of just a last week thing that I made
the
poll.
Call it the Real Ross Perot Show.
If I made the poll last week, I would have added that as an option. But
there you go.
And do I really want to start a new poll? And do I really want to be the show with too many names? You know, it's bad enough that I've gone through 3 names without actually really changing what the show is. And dude writes in, woohoo. He seems to be saying that quite a bit lately when it comes to election results. But give it a few more cycles, and we'll be seeing sad, angry dude. And then a few more cycles, we'll be seeing happy woohoo dude. Yeah, that's the way American politics works. But we're talking about show names. Show names is what we're talking about. Meanwhile, our very first poll, which NHB radio show is better? The NHB radio show, or I Like Eggs, had a result of I Like Eggs in the lead with 28 votes. The NHB radio show in second place with 9 votes, and the NHB radio show in third place with 6 votes. So
I agree with that one too. I like eggs.
People prefer eggs to either
I have
of
a
our
burrito
shows.
with eggs last night. It was good. Yes.
Say Gators.
Yes.
The sound quality on your vocals sounds a little bit rough. Is there some reason there, or?
I don't know. Does it sound rough to you, Mars?
Sounds fine to me.
Okay.
What about you, Neo?
All right. So I sound good to Team Talk, but Skype's saying I sound bad. Now, how does Mars sound to Skype?
How do I sound to Skype?
Well, he sounds pretty
good.
Okay, so everything sounds bad on Skype. So it's not a problem with my mic. It's not a problem with my mix. It's a problem with Skype.
Should we disconnect and reconnect?
We could try that.
All right, bailing out.
All right, we'll catch you in a little bit.
How do we sound on the stream? Let me check.
I think
if I sound like crap on the streams.
Well, I haven't gotten 20 messages in saying I sound like shit on the stream. So, of course, I only have 14 listeners, so I wouldn't get 20 messages unless our lottery number is 14.
I sound we sound fine on the streams.
Okay.
We sound great.
Okay, there we go.
We sound amazing on the streams.
We
Gators.
sound amazing.
We sound like butter on the streams.
Like
we sound
butter.
good.
It's like
butter.
Like butter. Like butter.
Yes.
Like Buddha.
Yes.
There we go. Well, let's see.
Buddha meows.
All right, how do we sound now?
We sound the same as we
Sounds
did
the same.
Okay.
What did you do, Bert? What did you break?
What'd you break, Brian?
I didn't break anything.
Okay. Well, you know, we there was talk of having.
Now, do I sound like crap?
You sound
the first
fine.
thing I noticed is you were saying Dune, and it sounded like dude.
Dune sounded like dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if Dune was asleep on the couch all the time and never moved, he might be the dude.
He might be.
That's not what he does.
That's not what you meant.
I mean, does Dune have a rug that ties the place together? I mean, he might. He just might, you know? We don't know.
You never know.
Well, if he calls in, maybe we can ask.
We could ask about...
but you know.
You know. Anyways, this has been quite a week.
What?
Well, it has.
Really?
Well...
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the voting, the election.
Wait! What else? Because I am excited.
I can't go into it.
my messenger's working again. I'm happy about this.
You just dangled the carrot out of us in front of us.
Yeah.
And you pulled it away.
Yeah, I did.
Yep, that's what he does. Gators, I have to ask a question.
At least make something up.
Okay, I will make something up. It's been quite a week in the world of drinking because, you know, and I think Brian has not.
Wait, did you get your Chocolate Moco beer?
Well, we got to play
Chocolate Moco.
We got to play the sound for this.
What are we drinking today?
And now those who have tuned in to my Saturday night shows, the dollar bid specials over on Wild Bunch, would know that I did take a visit to Bevmo this past Saturday. And now remember, we called Bevmo last week. If you tuned in last week, and they recommended
Costco.
And Costco. Costco didn't have anything that could help me, but we do have a call coming in.
Oh, who is it? Who is it?
Hello there, caller.
Hello.
This is the owner of NoahBardsRadio.com. Gators, you're fired.
I'm fired?
Ooh! All right! Yeah. Let's go home. Come on.
All right.
He fired. We just started with this new name, though. This is going to save the show.
New name. This is an old name.
Sorry,
Brian, we missed you. Where have you been, Brian? We missed you.
I'm actually the owner of NoahBardsRadio.com, and Gators, you're fired.
Ooh. Nice. Can we go home now? Gotta go to sleep.
Okay. Yeah. We'll clear out the stream just as soon as we hang up the phone. You can trust us.
Yeah.
So
why was he fired? Is there a reason?
Yes, it's a reason. Like Gators is fired because he's not using his old show name, the Serene Homeboys Radio Show anymore. That's why he's fired.
But the original name, Brian, was an Amateur Hour.
Yeah, we've gone full cycle. We've been Amateur Hour, we've been Suburban Homeboys, we've been the Real No Holds Barred Radio Show, and now we're going back to our roots.
We were the Real Susan Show too. Don't forget.
It always has been Pac Bell Park.
Yes, it has.
I'm just kidding. I'm not the owner. I'm not the owner.
You're not the owner.
Brian, where have you been? We've missed you.
Oh, I've been taking a vacation for a while. What did you think of my show, my small snack show today?
Oh, I missed it because I didn't think you were doing a show.
Yeah, you haven't done a show in so long. I wasn't even aware that you were going to be doing a show, but I will have to catch the podcast.
Maybe it'll be in the archives of the podcast. I'll have to look.
Yeah, we will have to definitely grab that. Now, you said snacks. Now, I do like snacks.
Yes.
It was a very small show from 7:30 until 8 o'clock p.m. because I didn't want to go over your time slot.
Oh, I appreciate that. And so what did we miss out on besides snacks?
Well, I played a few Christmas songs. I played Pokemon Must Be Santa.
I was wondering if you were going to play some Pokemon Christmas.
Yeah, so I played some Christmas music, and then I played my outro, and then I played two Pokemon songs, and then I went off the air.
I see.
Wow. That's a pretty good snack.
Well, everyone's going to try to tune in again next week to hear next week's edition of now.
Or maybe a random. Maybe a random show.
Now, what are you calling the show now? Isn't it like the Brian Zone or something like that?
Well, I haven't done my regular shows for a while because I'm taking a vacation on those for a while.
Oh, so this was a special show today. I see.
And plus,
so you going to play special for your vacation?
No, I'm getting ready for my season 3 season finale show this Thursday, November 27th, from 12 p.m. until 6 p.m. It's the downtime. It's going to be a 6-hour season 3.
Wow.
So
we never do 6 hours anymore.
We do 6 hours just about every week. Well, we will have to be sure to check that one out.
Yes.
And Gators, you should change your show name to Gators Bits and Pieces. That would have been a better show name.
Gators Bits and Pieces. That sounds a lot like something else. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Zoe might know about that.
Zoe, I'll have to check with Zoe if that name is taken or not. Of course, I never hear back from Zoe these days. But that's.
How about Gator NATO?
Gator NATO. No.
Ooh.
Kind of like Sharknado, but it's Gator instead.
Oh, see, I have to throw bombs inside the Gatornados to kill all the gators.
No, but Amateur Hour's got such a catchy show opening.
And Garrett, are you still doing your show live on the webcam, or did you stop?
No, I got the YouTube stream up, and I posted the link on the Facebook page. So if you take it to facebook.com/NHB Radio, you'll see the show announcement, and there'll be a response in there with the YouTube link for your convenience.
That's exciting.
Well, you can also broadcast your webcam show on Hitbox if you wanted as well instead of YouTube, because Hitbox doesn't care if you broadcast shows on there. They don't care at all.
That is an option, but we're going to go with YouTube. That's what we've been doing.
Why? Because they don't want another Just Not TV incident where you start broadcasting your webcam on Hitbox, and then they start playing ads every 5 seconds, like such as Just Not TV you used to do in the past.
Yeah. I'll just stick with YouTube. But anyways, thank you for calling, Brian. And anything else you want to say before we wrap this up?
Yes, I would like to say Happy Holidays and Merry Christmas, and that's it. And I'll talk to you guys again real soon. Back to you, Delta Gators and Sir Mines and Mr. Sports on the phone. 3, 2, 1, click.
All right. Thank you for calling, Brian.
Yes, that's Brian.
That's Brian.
From the Autistic Hour.
So
what
is the world's worst Christmas song that comes on?
The Christmas Shoes. Next question.
Shoes.
But
we don't even need to discuss this. It's the Christmas Shoes.
You know why did you try the Christmas shoes?
Did you see my tweet about the world with the techno beat?
Christmas shoes is still going to be worse, but let's take a look. Let's see if I can find that.
Gator says it like the Christmas shoes.
No, Christmas shoes is we'll play a clip about the Christmas shoes in a bit. But yeah, that's
okay.
easily the worst Christmas song. But we're still now. Brian called in to talk about his snacks, but that falls in the category of what are we eating today? But what we were really trying to discuss was
what are we drinking today?
Notice Damon and I have slightly different styles in production.
That just means he hit the wrong button accidentally.
No, I just felt like playing the two of them side to side because I don't think Brian ever heard the original, so I don't think he ever understood what I was parodying there. So
the original being which?
Well, this is the original that Damon made.
What are we drinking today?
And so then when I made the parody of that with What Are We Eating Today, I produced the really great quality What Are We Eating Today? So
I didn't realize that was a parody.
Yeah, that's that because you hadn't heard the original. The original being What Are We Drinking Today? So our parody.
But I wouldn't even call it a parody. I would just call it a food version of the drinking song.
Well, the whole bit of talking about What Are We Eating today was a parody of Damon doing the whole What Are We Drinking Today? But anyways, so last week we looked all around for the Sam Adams 24-pack, which supposedly includes chocolate Bach. Although someone tweeted that they bought the 24-pack and it doesn't have the chocolate Bach. Sam Adams has not responded at all because at some point when I showed Sam Adams the picture of my wallet last week, they responded back pointing out that legally they couldn't sell me it directly, but they asked where am I located, and I told them San Francisco Bay Area, which is a popular area. You'd think Sam Adams would be able to come back with a place for me to buy the pack so that money could make its way to them. But no, they did not. But that was okay because we talked to a guy at Bevmo last week who pointed out that the Sam Smith chocolate stout is rather similar to the chocolate Bach. And so
maybe they didn't lose interest in you. Maybe they just went home for the day.
Yeah, but that was a week ago.
Well, sometimes you forget. So the tweeter, maybe the guy's on vacation now.
Maybe Brian's the guy. Yeah, I don't know. The point is, they lose. They don't get my money. Someone else did, and boy, did they get a bunch of it. Because it turns out the Sam Smith beers, not Sam Adams. So I went to Bevmo and took a look, and I found out that beer doesn't always come in packs of multiples of 6. It turns out that there are some quality beers that come in single bottles that are like the size of 1.5 normal bottles. And so sure enough, I found the Sam Smith Chocolate Stout is one of these types of beers.
Was this your first experience with Bevmo?
Yes, this was my first Bevmo experience. And so I
you've been to Bevmo a couple times.
Also hard liquor like whether it's vodka or whiskey, whatever.
Yeah, rum and whiskey and other stuff.
Oh, I've had the liquor store experience. I'm familiar with giant plastic jugs of vodka. Keep in mind, I did help my brother out, and he was of the giant plastic jug of vodka type. And yeah. But no, I stuck to the beer aisle.
Yeah, I think that plastic is just wrong. So I would never.
No, you gotta get glass, but.
Well, you can crush it down easier when you're done to stash the empties. So I was browsing the beer aisles because keep in mind this wasn't just by.
Yeah, but glass can be refilled. That's the whole nice thing about glass. You bring it in and you get another full one.
So I was shopping for the beer. and I was looking through the aisles, and mind you, I wasn't just going to buy just one chocolate beer, because this was a whole new experience, an opportunity to try new things. So I was browsing the aisles, and keep in mind, what I really would have been happy with would have been a nice Sam Adams pack that included a chocolate-flavored beer, a nice strong porter, and some winter lager. And I already had winter lager in the fridge. So I figured, let's look for some chocolate things, and let's look for some porters. And let's see what else grabs my attention. And that's when I found out, oh dear, these are big bottles that are a bit more expensive than Sam Adams. But, hey, this is, not going to be a regular occurrence. This is an occasional thing. And so I found the Sam Smith Chocolate Stout. And next to it was a Sam Smith Oatmeal Stout, which I recalled at a restaurant one time I tried an oatmeal stout, which was a rather dark beer and quite tasty, and I greatly enjoyed it and thought, gee, it'd be nice to have that again. So I picked up one of those. And I found another chocolate variety that I forget what that is. And I also found a few porters. And one of them was a Sam Smith porter, I believe, if I recall correctly. I'd have to check the fridge again. And, of course, what else did I find? I also got the one that started the whole What Are We Drinking bit.
What are we drinking today?
Stone smoked porter.
So there we go. And I tried out the Sam Smith Chocolate Stout and the Sam Smith Oatmeal Stout on last Saturday's show, and they were both.
You did not drink the double chocolate one yet, though.
No, I did not drink the double chocolate one yet, but those both were very tasty and rather large. And I also drank a few winter lagers in addition to that, and I was feeling quite great by the end of that show, which was quite interesting. And yeah, so this coming Saturday, we're going to have to try some more of those, at least two. And I certainly one of them is going to be the Stone Smoked Porter, which should be interesting. So that's the beer update.
Beer update.
Yeah. And if you'd like to participate in this show, call in with your beer update or whatever, you could write in at NHB Live through AOL Instant Messenger or Skype or Google Talk. You could also tweet in at NHB Radio, or you could go to facebook.com/NHB Radio and write a response to the show announcement. All those ways are ways you could get in contact with the show. You could also give us a call at 877-642-5483.
I preferred the IBC brand.
The IBC?
Yeah.
What's IBC?
That's the nice root. That's a root beer.
Oh, root beer. That's the beer. The beer of Mars.
Yeah.
Root beer. That is what he is drinking today.
What are we drinking today?
Well, actually, I'm not drinking that. I just prefer it.
You just prefer it. Okay.
If they had a shelf of different root beers, maybe.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, root beer in a glass bottle is really good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, there you go.
There we go. So that is what I meant by what a week it's been. A week of beer on Saturday night.
Yeah, there you go.
But anyways, it's I almost had a guest here today, but I decided not to because the place is a mess. But Ghost Peppers have made their way into the office, and I threw down the suggestion, okay, who's going to eat one? And hey, Brian, any guests who had expressed interest in possibly being on the show and need a ghost pepper on it? Brian?
Brian.
All right.
Is he muted?
Brian.
Sorry, I had mute on. Sorry. What? So Nick?
No, not Nick.
Oh, okay.
Nick is not into the. Do you really think Nick's gonna eat a ghost pepper? You really think Nick's gonna come?
No.
You think Nick's gonna come on my
Billy
show?
Bob.
Billy
Iowa Bob.
Iowa Bob. Yes, Iowa Bob was kind of willing, and I kind of was like, well, I mean, this room's a mess. I got records all over the place. I don't,
Is he in town? Wait, he's in town today?
He's in town this week, yes.
Oh, you should have brought him over.
Yeah, well, maybe next time he's in town, we could have him come over and do the Ghost Pepper Challenge live on the show on cam, and that would be interesting.
Well, did you
have some videotapes going for a separate posting on YouTube? That'd be cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, I could extract it the whole show at some point and post it onto its own thing on YouTube, but and maybe we could also get like Kristen's camcorder in here and set up an alternate camera. That could be interesting. I think well, I'll have to tidy up in here is what I'm gonna have to do. And next time he's in town, I'm gonna okay, where's the Ghost Pepper? Come on.
Did you try a Ghost Pepper?
No, I'm not doing that.
I thought you liked pot things.
Not that hot.
Well, you like it where you can't feel your face, right?
Only to the standard maximum extent, not.
You've eaten the crappy Ghost Pepper thing or Jack in the Box has.
That's Jack in the Box. I don't think that even really has Ghost Pepper in it.
Oh.
You know, when I go
here's a funny tweet. I just got to blast this in here.
Okay.
This is by The Daily Show. CNN hits a new ratings low, cancels new show, and in quotes, Wolf Blitzer naked and wet.
What?
Ew! I don't want to see that. That's disturbing.
No.
The whole idea canceled first before they tell you the title is awesome. Yeah, who wants to see that? Canceled.
No.
Thank you for canceling that.
Thank you for making me not lose my dinner. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Blind lots of people. Dang. Horrible.
All right, I'm opening up a bunch of tabs, and I think one of these is going to start playing a sound at some point.
I hear sound.
Thank you, stupid fucking news site that just starts playing news stories whether or not I want you to.
If you had no script installed, then you wouldn't have that happen.
Yeah, whatever. Well, I don't.
I see.
I don't want it to block things I want to happen from happening.
That's why you right-click and say "Run with no script."
I don't know.
Enable site, yeah.
Whatever.
Lab. Yeah.
If sites would just not do stupid things, then I wouldn't have to.
I see.
Yeah, I agree.
I have no problem with things autoplay. I mean, what would you do if YouTube didn't autoplay? You have to click a button every time, then you'd be all mad.
Yeah. Yeah, I want YouTube to autoplay. I don't want news tabs that have a story.
Okay, here's another news item on Twitter.
Okay.
Kim Kardashian might really break internet tonight with those completely naked and NSFW photos.
No, I saw something about that because, like, isn't there like a Kim Kardashian ass picture that's going around? And then I think someone else also posted an ass picture in response. And
did you tell the difference?
Well, yes, I could. All right, yeah, that is Kim Kardashian's ass.
This one is frontal nudity that I retweeted it.
Now, is this real, or Kim Kardashian's really just throwing nude pictures out there, or is someone photoshopping?
Well, it's Huffington Post, and usually they don't just Photoshop stuff. They don't make stuff up, I don't think.
Okay, all right.
Did you hear about the Kim Kardashian game for iOS and Android? She has a game.
No.
Okay, she has a game. My niece plays it. Apparently, a lot of people may play it because it made $43 million in less than a year. Gators, you need to make a game on Android or iOS. You need to make a game.
I'm sorry, I was looking at Kim Kardashian's ass. What's this about a game?
Kim Kardashian made a game.
He missed the story altogether.
Oh my God, he doesn't even listen to me.
I think I saw the whole story. Kim Kardashian's ass. That's the story, right? I mean, Kim Kardashian's ass, need I say more?
Not that story.
I mean, that's about the only thing she's useful for.
No, she made an iOS and Android game, and what happens is that game made $43 million.
Does the game involve her ass?
No. No, you dress her up. You're more of you're more of someone who buys clothes and manages her. That's what the game is about. I know because my niece plays it.
I see. Wait,
yeah.
You let your niece plays the Kim Kardashian's ass game? I'm only like half
We're not doing
now.
ass anymore, Gators. We've moved on from ass.
Okay.
I don't know. It is hard to move away from Kim Kardashian's ass.
Well, back to beer. Let's go back to beer.
Yeah,
because
but
clearly this topic is distracting.
Had nothing to do with her ass.
All right. Well, clearly this is
beer and ass. What if she was?
All right, but enough about Kim Kardashian's ass. Let's go back to beer.
Okay.
Okay. So
what if she had a beer next to her ass?
This is reminding me...
I don't think we're going anywhere, right, Gators?
This is reminding me of a stunt that Steve-O did on one of his videos that involved drinking beer run down some guy's ass crack, which that was not hot. Now...
That's what you call skunk beer right there.
That was skunk beer. Well, he ended up puking, which was appropriate. But Andrew has sent me a link to a beer that if I see this at Bevmo, I need to give it a try. I'm not sure how to pronounce this, though. Rachbier Marzen. And I think based on the way I said that, it's German. Either that or I just completely butchered some other. It's a smoked beer from Bamberg, Germany.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I said it angry, so that means I was saying it right, because when you speak German, you sound angry.
Not all the time.
Achschlankela Rachbier Marzen. That's, I think I totally said that right.
Okay, so another tweet is, a person says, I don't want to keep seeing Kim Kardashian glazed turkey ass on my T1.
Well, then do what
Wait, she glazed her ass?
Oh, it's looking like
That's just the tweet.
I saw the picture, and yes, it does remind me of Krispy Kreme. I'm just saying.
Someone says, here we go. Kim Kardashian's ass legit looks like a glazed donut. I get hungry looking at it.
I'm sure.
It's called angel cake.
I don't think that's cake. I don't think you can bite that. Well, you could.
You could.
I don't think that's recommended.
You don't want that squirting on you. I'm just saying.
I don't think that's going to be quite as tasty as a Krispy Kreme.
You bite in that, you don't want it squirting on you. I'm just saying.
No, that's
No.
I don't think that's sugar glazed.
Why did she post her ass online?
Because she's Kim Kardashian. Because people weren't talking about her enough.
No, they never talk about Kim Kardashian. Never.
I'm sure.
Chelsea Handler takes an ass shot.
That's the one. That's the one I saw today.
Chelsea?
Yeah, I saw Chelsea's response pic.
How did that one look?
Oh, I just retweeted it.
I think that one's more tastefully done.
Did it look like a Christmas ham?
It didn't look like a Christmas ham. It didn't look glazed. It was just a tasteful ass shot.
Did it have a pineapple beside it?
I wasn't paying attention to that.
This one guy tweets, wait, what? A spacecraft landed on Kim Kardashian's ass?
Nice.
Well, yeah, I guess that's the news today. Spaceship lands on Kim Kardashian's ass. Anyways. There we go. There's the topic of today's show. Kim Kardashian's ass and beer. That's pretty much sums it up.
Okay. That works. So, yeah.
Ryan, how many retweets are you going to retweet about Kim Kardashian's ass today?
That's the theme, buddy.
That's the
what
theme.
you do.
That's it.
Now,
what would the missus think if she knew what you were up to today with your retweets?
She doesn't know what I do on. Normally I don't, but this is such a funny topic.
I think we should call Mrs. Bryan and ask her what she thinks of Kim Kardashian's ass, since Mr. Bryan is
right.
taken with it.
She's actually going to say, "Who's that?"
Well, you can fill her in. Oh, jeez.
All right, next topic. That was fun.
Next topic. Oh, there we go.
Apparently she doesn't care what people think about her ass. That's what I just learned.
Oh, I think she does.
Okay, here's a Bozo the Clown picture.
Bozo the Clown.
I don't want to see a clown's ass. Go away.
No. There we go.
No, there's no ass involved in it. This is a children's theme.
Clowns are evil. They should all be melted.
This is actually an ad for an auction item.
Oh. Let's take a look. A 60s Wamsuta Bozo the Clown full fine percal flat sheet. It's a sheet with a clown? Okay.
Apparently, it's wrapped in plastic. So, yeah, I guess it's a sheet.
Yeah, and it's got a buy it now of $25.95. Free economy shipping. We could have it here on or before Tuesday, November 18th. Just in time to, there we go. There's Christmas gift from Mars. Done. $26, you're done. There you go. Oh, geez. I'm going to have to do Christmas shopping soon, aren't I?
So did you check out that YouTube that I tweeted you guys on the guy's YouTube video is, and you could do it on a radio show because he's actually just talking to the camera, on basically qualifications to vote. He asks a series of questions, and depending on how you answer the question, you're qualified to vote or not.
Oh, could you link me again?
And by the way, Mars, this is not a political thing. This is comedy. Did you get that?
Oh.
I forget where that link was sent to. Could you resend me that or something?
Well, it was on. It was on. I would have.
I'd have to scroll back through about 3 days worth of emergency kittens to find it. I have a feeling.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's why when you see something, you have to pull it out for archival purposes.
I generally do that for the things that I find. Okay.
Well, just because I found it means you won't do that?
Well, if you sent me the link directly, well, I don't know. Well, let's take a look here. All right, so here we go. Here's your profile. All right. Come on, show.
Oh, I can find it easily and send it again.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see who finds it first. All right, we're just searching for Brian's link here. No, that's not links. Why are you not showing me tweets? Why are you showing me followings? I want to see his fucking tweets.
You're hitting the wrong button, dude.
No, Firefox is being a douche today. Every now and then Firefox gets bogged down and sucks, and then I bitch at them until they fix it and it works good again.
Oh.
So I think I need to start bitching at the Firefox people again at some point. Okay. All right. Let's see here. So, all right. Those are today's tweets. Let's see. Net neutrality.
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go back.
NASA, Apple, Firefox wants to stop and think some more. The Heimlich maneuver, guitar, gun, donkey. Where?
Don't just keep your house. Keep your stability. Keep your.
Oops, this guy got ads. So.
Okay, all right, you found it?
Sorry about that.
Okay, all right. Let's see, Buffoons, Home Depot. Am I getting close? Let's see, an angry mop. Oh, and we lost Brian. All right, let's see. I think he tweeted it to Dune as well, but I can't find Dune as a search term on this page. Fuckity fuck. If you're gonna come here with a link, actually have the damn link. All right, let's go to. I actually have links, so let's talk about Australia. Koala arrested and taken into custody after police pursuit in Campbell Town. There we go. Yes, Australia is now arresting the wildlife, and it's about time they do this too. You know, because welcome to Australia. Be careful not to get killed. This koala was let off with a stern warning after being arrested and taken into police custody. What's that?
It was let off?
With a warning after being arrested and taken into police custody in the early hours of Sunday morning. The marsupial gave police the runaround yesterday after it was spotted dodging and weaving traffic in Campbell Town at 2 a.m. Hello there.
Hello, I'm back.
You're back.
Yeah, I got dropped.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
And so I checked my Wi-Fi connection, and it threw me to the Singapore Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it'll do that.
And so is our sound quality better?
Well, you sound fine, but you did sound fine before. You were the one that was complaining about my sound.
I think you sound slightly better.
Oh, there we go. Well, I was just talking about...
Let's hear Mars give a sound check.
Yo.
Hello, Mars.
Yo.
Hardly a sound.
Yo.
Speak with...
Fuck me.
Here, how did Leo sound?
Yeah, that's what that's... I miss Leo.
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
He got married.
I know. So is he in Australia or Japan now?
I believe he's still in Australia. But Woodchop writes in, I've checked all the stores I could think of over here for the Sam Adams 24-pack, no luck, which is really impressive because this is Milwaukee, and there is beer every half block. Someone writes in on Facebook, hey, can I go on webcam with you, please?
Really? That's exciting.
How would that work? Who wants to go on webcam with me? And how? Because I'm on the web. I mean, what? Does someone want to come into the room here? I mean, you could watch the webcam because that's up and running.
I got a message today that they wanted me to go see their website and do things with them, and I was like, well,
that's a whole different kind of webcam. Dune writes in, remember that tweets are a privilege, not a right. There we go.
That was Dune that wrote that?
That was Dune.
What a guy.
He is.
He doesn't actually tweet much.
No, he doesn't. All right. So anyways, did you find the link?
I just sent it.
Okay.
Yeah, I see that.
Through where? Oh, through Twitter? Okay. Well, we've got to finish up this story that I started while I dropped the call because Australia, they've finally started arresting the animals, which, like I said, about time. This koala was let off with a stern warning after being arrested and taken into police custody in the early hours of Sunday morning. The marsupial gave police the runaround yesterday after it was spotted dodging and weaving traffic at Campbell Town at about 2 a.m. Now, we can't have jaywalking koalas now. Senior Constable Barry from the NSW Dog Unit was first on the scene, and a blow-by-blow account of the incident has been posted on the Dog Unit's Facebook page. Senior Constable Barry stopped and spoke to the koala about the dangers of running across the lanes of traffic, the post says. After failing to comply and move along, numerous warnings were issued, but the koala failed to comply. Campbelltown LAC attended.
Tase him, man! Tase him!
A short foot pursuit occurred. The koala was eventually arrested and placed for safety in a police vehicle. Police then consulted.
Did they check his pocket?
We're going to have to search your pockets. Police then consulted with RSPCA, who advised the koala should be released at a suitable location away from the Campbelltown traffic. The koala was last seen decamping from the police vehicle, leaving the handcuffs behind. Campbelltown Police Crime Manager Detective Inspector Greg Inger said, "Arresting a koala was quite an unusual case for police. We deal with whatever comes our way, and sometimes we're asked to deal with wildlife," Department Inspector Inger said. "It's the nature of policing sometimes. Every day is different. We go from witnessing something that's the worst in the world to something that is quite enjoyable." Despite the humor, the Facebook highlights a serious issue in the Campbelltown region where koalas are frequently being found deep in the suburban areas because of habitat loss. Last week, firefighters brought in a cherry picker to pluck a stranded koala from a tree in the West Leagues Club car park in Luma after it became stranded. Wait, aren't koalas capable of getting themselves out of a tree? I mean, if the koala wants to be in a tree...
Isn't that what they do, is sit in trees?
If the koala wants to sit in the damn tree, let the koala sit in the damn tree.
High.
Yeah.
They sit in trees.
Oh, boo! Thank you.
No problem.
So, have you heard of this guy on Twitter called Guide Dragon?
No, I haven't. Who's that?
He goes, "Hey, Grub Hub.
I like Grub Hub.
A cool thing called No Holds Barred radio show."
What?
Oh, that's the other show. That's
the other show. So, should we try to bring this guy?
Yes.
Bring this guy over?
Well.
No,
Or just respond to him and say, "Hey, dude, you're listening to the wrong show." I just retweeted it, so.
And thank you for that. Whacked Out writes in, "A koala in traffic. Did they check it for meth?" I don't say.
I think he's probably hiding it in the pocket.
Yeah, it could be. I think that's what the pocket's there for. It's for the meth.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think they smoke crystal eucalyptus.
I see. Dune writes in, "The dude in the video falls into the same soundstage they faked the moon landing at category."
Oh.
The government said it was preparing for an all-out
for fuck's sakes, how many times do I gotta tell this damn site I don't want you to play a video? Fine, we'll read the story now so I can close this damn tab, since this damn page has to keep refreshing the video.
It's a very persistent tab, isn't it?
Hey, you paused this like 5 minutes ago. Are you sure you don't want to watch this now? I don't want to watch it at all. Let's talk about the KKK, shall we?
What?
Oh, apparently they are progressing.
Really?
Really, they are progressing. They are quite a progressive organization now.
How progressive can a KKK be?
The Ku Klux Klan opens its doors to Hispanic, blacks, Jews, and gays.
Is there fire involved?
I believe so, because the picture for this site shows a bunch of KKK members standing around a burning cross. Members of the Ku Klux Klan participated in a cross-lighting ceremony at a Klansman's home in Warrenville, South Carolina. Now, it's funny. The headline says that they're opening their doors to Hispanics, blacks, Jews, and gays. The first words in this article are white supremacist organization. White supremacist organization, the Ku Klux Klan, is rebranding as the New Klan by trying to increase membership to Jews, black people, gays, and those of Hispanic origin. However, all those wanting to join the ultra-right-wing society will have to wear the white robes, masks, and conical hats. The Klan is estimated to have between 5,000 and 8,000 members, according to figures released in 2012. The Ku Klux Klan is notorious for racist violence, including lynching of black people. It is classified as a hate group by the anti-Semitism organization, Anti-Defamation League, and the civil rights law firm Southern Poverty Law Center. The requirements for joining the new KKK group, called the Rocky Mountain Knights, are to be age 18 and live in the Pacific Northwest. Some black people have already expressed an interest in joining after John Abar organized a summit with civil rights groups. Abar, who has claimed that he is a former white supremacist, told the Great Falls Tribune, "The KKK is for a strong America. White supremacy is the old Klan. This is the new Klan." Abar has organized a peace summit with religious
Klan Zero?
It could be. I don't know. A bar has organized a peace summit with religious groups and the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, the NAACP, next summer. The KKK organizer from Great Falls, Montana, told the Associated Press that he filled out a membership card to the NAACP, not only paying the $30 enrollment fee, but also adding a $20 donation. Jimmy Simmons.
Vanilla Clan?
Yeah, there we go. The Klan is modernizing itself and opening up the doors to minorities. Isn't that quite progressive? I don't know how to feel about this. This is weird. I mean, yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. Okay. No wonder it was persistent.
Well,
I just retweeted a follow-on story to that.
But it was trying to play. The page was actually trying to play a news video about Russian tanks. So the video that it was trying to play had nothing to do with the actual story on this site, making it even that much more infuriating. Now we can close that damn tab. Okay, and so now we get to Brian's link about all right, here we go. Here's the video from Brian.
Well, today's the big vote day. Did y'all see that shoot out of my mouth right when I said that? I don't know if the camera.
Why is Forrest Gump on there?
I said today is, and it went. Psh.
Okay, thank you for pointing that out.
Damn chicken. Well, today's big vote day. It's Tuesday, and I'm so freaking sick of political ads on TV that I can't stand it.
Hey, here we go. This guy's sounding
okay
so far.
Signs everywhere, cluttering up every intersection. Like that damn sign is going to influence my decision on who I vote for? Not hardly. Waste of paper.
This guy's multitasking. Eat lunch
I got one request.
And shoot video.
He does
that.
Stupid.
Or other people consider you stupid, or if you know some stupid people, ask them not to vote. Now, this is not a left-right thing.
Stupid is, the stupid does.
Stupid people just shouldn't vote. They clog up the system. Their votes just totally kind of scramble things up and totally screw it up for the rest of us. So I'm asking stupid people not to vote.
Oh.
Now, of course, you're not stupid. You're watching my video.
Oh, there we go.
You're not one of the people
nice
that
qualification
this video is aimed at.
Yeah.
If you can name the entire cast of Dancing with the Stars, but you don't know who your two state U.S. senators are, please don't vote. If you cannot identify the Vice President of the United States of America, please don't vote. Now, I voted last week in early voting here in North Carolina. It was awesome, man. It was at the public library. Just walked in, voted. There wasn't a lot of people there. I actually brought my grandson with me, and he came with me, and he pushed all the buttons. I'd say, all right, push that button
right there. You still have to push the buttons.
That button right there. And he really liked these 5 years old. That was kind of cool.
You got to push buttons.
The one thing I did not like is I could have voted for anybody. All I had to do is give my name and an address, and that was it. And I've got to show ID for virtually everything. If I whip out a credit card at the grocery store, and they look and it's not signed.
So here's the implication that he likes the voter ID.
I had to show my driver's license to get on a plane.
Right.
Yeah,
I can vote for you. I could have voted for me, and then I could have turned around, walked back in, and voted for you, and then voted for someone else. If you think it's okay not to at least show some form of identification when you go vote, I would ask that you not go vote. If you're a man and you think that yoga pants on women are awful, I would ask that you not go vote. If you're a woman and you wear yoga pants when you know you shouldn't wear yoga pants, I'd ask that you not go vote. If you think Bud Light is awesome, I'd ask that you not go vote. If you're a man and you don't at least carry a small pocket knife all times, with you at all times, a small pocket knife. I'd ask that you not go vote. If you're a mom or a dad and you've sent your child away to college without a AAA card, I would ask that you not go vote. If you don't like bacon, I don't think you should vote. As a matter of fact, I think you should move away from the United States of America.
Damn!
If you're a man
like bacon
and you've actually watched The Notebook, I don't think. Well, actually, never mind. Never mind about that one.
He's watched it.
One of those Can-Am spider three-wheel things, and you think you're a biker, I would ask that you please not vote. If you think that the meat that they serve at Taco Bell is real hamburger meat, well, please don't vote. If you have never paid a single dime of income tax, if you've never looked at your check and seen the deductions that Big Daddy government takes out of your check, please don't vote. If you can't whistle the theme song to the Andy Griffith Show, please, I'm begging for the love of God, do not vote. If you would choose a Dunkin' Donut glazed donut over a Krispy Kreme glazed donut, please don't vote. If you're a man,
wait. What about a Dunkin' Donut?
He's a Dunkin' Donut fan, I think. He's a Krispy Kreme fan.
What if you pick a Dunkin' Donuts Boston Cream over a Krispy Kreme glazed?
Oh, well, it depends. It's
ask him.
Is the Krispy Kreme glaze still hot?
Put that question in his comment section at the bottom. He does respond.
Okay.
Gators.
What if you choose a Dunkin' Donuts Boston cream donut over a Krispy Kreme glazed donut?
What if the Krispy Kreme donut is still hot, coming right out of the window?
Oh, that's a game changer right there. Let's see what else he has to say.
Woman asks you, does this make me look fat? And you actually have answered that honestly? Oh, God.
Hell, dead. That's what you are.
Vote. If you tell people that you have never peed in the shower, well, you're just a damn liar, and I don't want you to vote. If you're with a bunch of people and Nickelback song comes on and you tell everybody you think Nickelback sucks, well, you're a damn liar. You know you listen to it in your car and you crank it up when you're by yourself.
No, I don't.
You love
Nickelback sucks.
I don't want you
to
vote.
It's 100% Nickelback free.
You're a young girl and you drive your Honda Civic 80 miles an hour with one leg up here and you're texting in traffic. Please, for God's sake, don't vote. Last but not least, if you watch my videos and you have not subscribed to my channel, just saying.
All right. So there we go. Some guidelines for whether or not you should vote. And I'm not saying I endorse this because actually, let's see, Andrew has some comments on this.
Andrew.
So he's asking stupid people to vote, but the people who are viewing this video are not stupid. Therefore, they can vote. So who is he actually asking? I guess he's asking its listeners to go and find stupid people and tell them not to vote. And then he laughs at bacon.
Well, you're thinking that through a little bit far, you know.
Right.
Yes.
Well,
yeah,
here.
But that's a funny point.
Well, Andrew takes it to the next level.
This is a comedy show. Yeah,
wait, so does this mean he's anti-Semitic? Because Jews can't eat bacon, right? So he's.
Excuse me. Do you know any Jews that actually don't eat bacon?
I don't generally go around asking these questions to people I know, so I'm not sure on that.
Okay.
I'm going to step out on a limb. Most Jews that I've met will admit that they eat bacon and they like bacon. You could always have turkey bacon anyway.
Well, and the thing is, the whole bacon thing, I wouldn't hold that against it. It was a joke, but that is
was a joke.
That's an interesting point. Interesting point there.
And who knows, it might be an
something.
anti-Islam joke, but whatever.
All right, so there we go. So there was our voting clip of the week.
Okay.
Anyway, so by the way, there is another one that he posted. I think it's a little bit after that. The title is just seriously ?
Let's see. And Emily writes in, not answering your phone. I didn't get a call.
Oh, Emily.
Oh.
Gators, why aren't you answering the phone from Emily?
I totally would answer the phone from...
You're so mean. I would answer Emily's call.
If I was going to answer the phone for anyone, just saying. Let's see. And I got a... Dune has texted me a picture of his TV with my face on it.
Oh,
so he's watching.
Yes. Yes,
he
is.
All right.
He is.
Gators in 1080p. Who knew?
Who knew?
That's
although
disturbing.
I'm thinking it's very blocky.
Now, are you in 5.1? That's the question.
Well, the stream is only in stereo, so it would be a fake 5.1.
You could be doing this in Dolby Digital if you were just the Wild Bunch stream. But...
No, well, I don't know how to stream Dolby Digital. It'd be nice if I could find a way to stream Dolby Digital over the internet.
What were you using? Quadraphonic? What were you using before?
I think Dolby Pro Logic 2, set to music mode.
Oh, I see. Oh.
Now, let's see. So I don't know. Does Emily want me to try and call her, or I don't know. All right, we'll figure that out. Yeah. Let's see what we got. So let's see. Messages. Woodshop sent me a link that I'll check out in a little bit. And Whacked Out writes in, that dumbass voter shouldn't have voted or had kids by what he said. Okay.
Sorry. Oh, wait,
Yes, Mars.
Did you read Dune's comment about the video?
It's something about he's like the place where the moon land was the moon landing was filmed guy. I take it.
About this video?
Why? What do you say about that video?
I don't know. You just said, did you read the message about the dude in the video? Did you read it about the video?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What was Dune's last message?
I don't have a message from Dune. If I did, I already read it and closed it.
Okay.
Did you see something, Mars?
No.
Then what?
Okay.
Oh, this week's show just sucks.
What happened sucks?
This is what happens when I go back to being the amateur hour. The show sucks.
I'm sorry. I never sent you links because last time you said we aren't doing links, so I didn't do that anymore.
I didn't mean never. I just meant we didn't get to them that week, and I was trying to, but we need them sometimes. Yeah.
Okay, well, I can send you links if you want links. I have no problem with that. Otherwise, I would have saved them up for the week.
Okay, guys. Okay.
I have some more links.
Get it together. Come on.
All right. You know what? Let's just go back to being the suburban homeboys because that was that.
What? What?
Well, that show sucked too. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm just being bitchy. All right.
Just get it together.
All right.
Take a deep
breath. You need more beer.
Woodshop sent in a link. Are you a bad dancer? You might be beat deaf. Beat deafness is a real condition that, though very rare, affects how people synchronize with the sounds they hear. Researchers from McGill University and the University of Montreal compared two beat deaf individuals with 32 control patients of similar age and education level. They were asked to tap evenly in the absence of any sound, and it was found that they all performed this task well, ruling out a general motor deficit. A difficult test for the beat-deaf individuals was tapping along with a metronome that became quicker or slower. The type of mistakes they made indicated deficits in biological rhythms and how long it took them to respond to the new tempo. So let's try some of this video here, see if this has any interesting.
I'm Carolyn Palmer. I'm a professor in psychology at McGill, and I'm working with our collaborators at University of Montreal, Isabelle Peretz and Pascal Lici. Beat deafness is a pretty rare disorder. It's a problem in which people have a tough time either tapping or clapping or moving their head to some regular pattern. Beat deaf individuals have an especially hard time adapting to changes in sound. So we present them in the lab with examples of sounds that change. We present them with a metronome, and it's changing in an unpredictable way, and their job is to tap along with it. So you'll hear an example of one of the trials by the beat deaf individuals. The high-pitched tone is the metronome, which will change its rate unpredictably. The low-pitched tone is their response.
Okay, this should be interesting. So let's check this out.
We're not sure why some people have difficulty hearing or moving to a beat, while most people don't have any difficulty. It doesn't seem to be something that's conscious. It seems to be something that is a reaction to engagement with sound. So our hypothesis was that beat deaf individuals may have different biological rhythms than people who don't have difficulty tracking a beat. Next.
Okay. Well, that was an interesting educational moment. Left everyone silent. All right.
Oh, I had my mute on. Did you have a link for that? Because that actually was kind of interesting.
I just closed it.
Sorry, my mute was on. So I said it, and then I go, oh. You said everybody was silent, so therefore I go, oh, dumb shit has his mute on. By the way, there is a device you can buy, like Musician's Friend or whatever, called a Beatnik.
Mm-hmm.
And what it does, it's a beat trainer for drummers, and it tells you how you suck, basically.
Oh.
So, yeah.
That's cool.
Can you imagine a person that is, what was it called, beat deaf?
Yeah, beat deaf.
Beat deaf decides that he needs to be a drummer. That's kind of like a crazy person decides he needs to be a psychiatrist.
There we go. But anyways, if you Google beat deafness, you can find stuff. Oh, Andrew is contributing a link this week. It's a YouTube link. Let's see. Oh, there we go. This relates. We got a little music to go with the last topic.
I got rhythm. I got 2, 3. I got rhythm.
Wait a second, Fuzzy. Hold on. Start rolling. It goes like this. Let me show you.
I don't think he's got rhythm.
I got rhythm.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
I got.
Not yet. No.
I got rhythm. I got.
No. Fuzzy, hold on a second. Let me make one little change here. Okay, now sing it.
Yes, sir. I don't got rhythm. I don't got rhythm.
That's for sure.
I don't got rhythm.
Who could ask for anything
more?
We could.
Yeah, earplugs. Who could ask for anything more?
There we go. I gotta love the Muppets. All right. Let's see. Oh, I think I got a few more links. All right, so I covered that and that and that. Oh, well, Mars actually did send a link this week.
I did?
You did.
Okay.
You know, yeah, you sent...
Oh! Yeah, I sent you that because he died. I'm all upset about that.
Big Bank Hank, U.S. rapper and Sugar Hill Gang founder member, dies at 57.
I know. It's so depressing. Why are you die so young?
I don't know. Let's see. What
Must
does
have
it
been
say when he
banging the
died?
hose
Oh, he
at
died
the motel
from
hotel.
He died from kidney complications due to cancer.
Oh.
That sucks. That's sad.
Yeah, cancer pee. And the thing is, it's so iconical because for the longest time I didn't realize this was out. What was it, 70 something? This came out
like 79, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
was
there rap really before this?
Well, this was kind of the start of recording rap, I believe. I think rap existed on the streets and in the clubs and things like that before the industry actually got a hold of it and realized that it could be profitable.
I mean, it's just it kind of changed the way music. I mean, in a rudimentary way, it kind of changed the way music, a genre of music, hit the stations.
Right. I mean, I think it is. Rapper's Delight is often credited as the breakthrough in rap music.
Now it's not the first. I think there was one in like earlier 70s.
Well, yeah. I mean, rap music was around for a while before it got popular, but Rapper's Delight was kind of the breakthrough.
Yeah.
That got attention.
Yeah. Are you playing the whole 14-minute version?
Well, the file I have is the 14-minute version. I don't have to play the whole thing.
Now the question is, do you have that on 45 or LP?
I have a 12-inch single of that, actually.
Oh, very good.
And
it's got to be worth some money now.
It was worth money when I bought. I think I bought it for around $10. Or 8 or something like that. But it's got the full 14-minute version on one side, and it's got the short version on the B side. So you got both.
Oh, screw the short version.
Now Andrew says that they thought it was topical to beat deafness. No, I totally got it, and I thought it was great. That's why I played the whole thing.
And this kind of goes along with that, actually, in a way.
Yeah, Dune writes in, this was the 5 hit.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of sad to see. I mean, yeah, it was just iconic. Ooh, someone's calling. Who's calling? Who is it?
Hello.
Who is it? Hello? Hello? Hello?
It's Emily, but she's not talking.
Oh, Emily. Emily.
Must be a mic problem.
We miss you, Emily.
Oh, there's a problem with the call. Hold on.
Oh. Peters, why did you make the call break?
I wouldn't do that.
Well.
Yeah. All right. Well, while we wait for Skype to try to... that was not the only death this past week.
What?
We also,
There's more deaths?
We've lost another.
Who died?
Tommy.
Venison?
Tommy.
Oh, Tommy. Tommy who?
Tommy from Car Talk.
Oh, that's right. I saw that. I was like,
yeah,
oh, Gator's gonna be all depressed.
Yeah, that's sad too.
Was it 8 though?
Probably.
He was like 70 something, wasn't he?
Let's find the.
Yeah, he wasn't young.
Let's find the announcement.
He's not Venison age, but he was 70.
Well, few people are. It looks like Emily's call's been dropped. Hopefully, she'll try to call back after working out some connection issues there. I'm gonna try to add her to the group call.
Ooh.
Why is CarTalk.com not loading now?
Because it's in memory of Tommy.
I'm just gonna open up 20 tabs of the Car Talk site. One of them will eventually load. Dune writes in.
Is that what you do when a site doesn't open? You open more tabs?
Yeah. Oh, there we go. 2 of them loaded.
Oh my god.
Actually, 2 of them are trying to load.
Do you have a plugin for that to open 20 tabs of the same thing?
No, I just hammered the site. Dune writes in. I still use the term YOG. That's where I got it.
Nice. YOG.
Okay, let's see. I thought there was an announcement on here, but I'm not finding where the actual announcement I was going to read is.
Where did I see that? I think I saw it on Boing Boing or something. But yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, Gators will be all upset about this.
Yeah, it's sad. But
did they do a memorial show for him?
They did. They did, actually. Let's see. Tom Magliozzi, popular co-host NPR's Car Talk, dies at 77.
Yeah, I knew he was old, but...
Tom Magliozzi, one of public radio's most popular personalities, died on Monday of complications from Alzheimer's disease. He was 77 years old. Tom and his brother Ray became famous as Click and Clack, the Tappet brothers, on the weekly NPR show Car Talk. They bantered, told jokes, laughed, and sometimes even gave pretty good advice to listeners who called in with their car troubles. If there was one thing that defined Tom Magliozzi, it was his laugh. It was loud, it was constant, it was infectious. His laugh is the working definition of infectious laughter, says Doug Berman, the longtime producer of Car Talk. He remembers the first time he ever encountered Magliozzi. Before I ever met him, I heard him, and it wasn't on the air, he recalls. Berman was the news director of WBUR at the time. I'd just hear this laughter, he says, and then there'd be more of it, and people would sort of gather around him. It was just kind of a magnet. The Magliozzi brothers grew up in a tough neighborhood of East Cambridge, Mass., and a close-knit Italian family. Tom was 12 years older, the beloved older brother to Ray. They liked to act like they were just a couple of regular guys who happened to be mechanics, but both of them graduated from MIT. After getting out of college, Tom Magliozzi went to work as an engineer. One day he had a kind of epiphany. He told graduates when he and Ray gave the 1999 commencement address at their alma mater. He was on his way to work when he had a near-fatal accident with a tractor-trailer. He pulled off the road and decided to do something different with his life. I quit my job, he said. I became a bum. I spent 2 years sitting in Harvard Square drinking coffee. I invented the concept of the do-it-yourself auto repair shop, and I met my lovely wife. Well, he wasn't exactly a bum. He worked as a consultant and college professor, eventually getting a doctoral degree in marketing. And Tom and Ray Magliozzi did open that do-it-yourself repair shop in the early 70s. They called it Hacker's Haven. Later, they opened a more traditional car repair shop called the Good News Garage. They got into radio by accident when someone from the local public radio station, WBUR, was putting together a panel of car mechanics for a talk show. They called Ray, and Ray thought it was a dumb idea. So he said, I'll send my brother. And Tom thought, great, I'll get out of breaking my knuckles for a couple of hours. And he went over, and he was the only one who showed up, Berman says. Berman says the station liked what Tom did and asked him to come back the next week. This time he brought Ray. The rest, as they say, is history. In 1987, Car Talk went national on NPR. The Magliozzi brothers were a huge success. Listeners loved their blend of humor, passion, expertise, and just plain silliness. And yes, if you don't catch the podcast for Car Talk every week, I do every week. And I think it's been in reruns for, I think, like 2 years now. But I haven't listened to it from the beginning, so I've still been enjoying the replays. Check it out. And this past week, they basically did a clip show in tribute to Tommy. And I'm just going to queue up at a random spot just to see if we can get some funny Tommy moments to, for those of you that don't catch it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Stop for coffee, and it goes on all day long.
Well, I mean, the first rule, have you read Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, or wherever they're from?
Oh, yeah, she read that.
Okay, she read it, see, but you didn't. But I have my own law of marriage, and it is more important to be happy than to be right. Now, you may know that you're right. I mean, I'm always right. Whenever my wife and I have an argument, I'm always right. But being the clever fellow that I am, I never try to prove to her that I'm right. And she thinks that I'm a dummy because I'm always wrong. But she loves me.
Well, I'll tell you, everyone else thinks you're a dummy, too. You know, a little secret.
And he finally got around to starting doing it, and he's having problems.
There we go. Words of wisdom from Tommy.
I'm very worried.
Let's listen to one more.
My parents' marriage.
Oh. No, I think you're all wrong here, Julia.
Okay, why?
Because there is nothing that your mother would like more than to get your father out of the house. I mean, You ask any 50s type age woman, what would you like most in the world? A fur coat? A Lincoln Continental, a Mercedes, or get your husband out of the house? And
there's not a day
women...
that goes by that my mother doesn't call me and ask me to take my father away for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Don't you want your father to stay with you for a couple of days?
Can you do something with him for a couple of weeks?
So there you go. Words of wisdom from Tom. Rest in peace.
Great. He did have a infectious voice.
He did. He definitely did. You know, if you
want. So was he click or clack?
No one's really sure.
Oh. Okay.
But let's see. Emily's writing in. It's not going to work. Stupid Skype. What the fuck? I'm connected to internet. Why won't you send a message? Group call broke it. LOL. Oh well. Aw, bummer. Let's try again. Anyways. I don't know. We could just hang up on Brian. I mean, let's see. Brian, Emily. Brian, Emily. Brian. Hey, nice knowing you, Brian. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Emily wouldn't want me to. No, don't hang up, Brian. Oh, Brian hung up.
Did Brian hang up?
Brian hung up. Well, let's see if we can call Emily.
Oh, Brian.
Let's see if we can call Emily now. Let's try to call
Oh, my God.
And then we'll try to add Brian to that call.
Oh, see, there you go. There's your plan.
There we go. Now we got a plan. Oh, busy. It doesn't work. So it's not the group call. It just, Skype doesn't like Emily today. Fucking Skype.
Is it anti-Australian today?
Yeah, I think it's anti-Australia day for Skype. Well, let's see if we can get Brian back on the line then. I didn't mean for you to hang up. I was teasing.
What happened? Did I get disconnected or what happened?
Oh, I thought you hung up when I was suggesting I was. No, you got disconnected. Skype.
No, I
Go ahead. Or don't. All right. All right. So there's our tribute to Click and Clack, and.
Did you get Emily?
No, the call failed even with you off the line. So it's just Skype's being Skype today. All right, we got. Let's try it. All right, let's try it now. Let's try it now. Is it working now?
Hello?
Is it?
Hello?
Yep.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello. Oh my
I was
goodness.
on the phone with Andrew, and he says, "Oh, they're about to try and call you. I should hang up."
Oh my goodness.
Oh, isn't delay fun?
Oh, this is ridiculous. I don't even know what I'm going to say now. The point was just to get the call to work by the end of it.
Yeah. Well, it's a principle of the matter. You know, we're going to make Skype work.
I should be able to call.
Yes, you should be. So where are you calling from?
Where are we, Arlen?
Pretty good.
No, I said where, not how. We're at the shops, aren't we?
Yeah.
What are we buying?
Christmas stuff.
Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, Christmas what?
Christmas stuff.
Oh, Christmas stuff. Stuff. Okay. What kind of Christmas stuff? Like Christmas clothes or Christmas ornaments or Christmas gifts or
What did we get?
Christmas
Balls.
Balls? We got Christmas balls?
balls? Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, I got some trees, little mini trees for the kids to hang their special decorations on.
Balls and trees. Okay. Well, you know, I think Vamp would say something about that. You know, what would he?
Oh, no. You got that wrong. I love balls.
That's right. Vamp approves of your Christmas balls.
Yes, he does.
Yes. But you want to be careful when hanging your Christmas balls because you don't want to have a you know.
Your balls are showing.
You know that would not be quite.
That would not be appropriate since there's a child on the phone.
Actually, I think you do want the balls to be visible when you're hanging them on the tree.
Ooh, Christmas!
So that
Christmas
would be
ornaments.
good. You know that.
Yes.
Yes, that would be a good thing.
He was saying that you're doing it right because
your balls are showing.
You know that was good. That was good.
Christmas, yes.
Christmas balls, yes. But Now, we do have a kind of a test that can be, or more of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of a insight, so to speak, with the answer of the ever important question: what's on the top of your Christmas tree?
Oh, an angel.
Okay, there we go. we know who wears the pants there. That's
hang on. Okay, what does this mean? What have I just taught myself into?
Yeah. Well, in a marriage, you can determine who wears the pants by what's on the tree. For example, Brian, what's on the top of your Christmas tree?
And a dog.
And Brian needs to
sorry,
unmute.
excuse me.
Yes.
What the hell? Hang on.
Brian's trying to figure out how the internet works.
Technical difficulty. I tapped the wrong button. So say the question again.
What is on the top of your Christmas tree?
Well, I don't have a tree yet.
But when you have a tree, what's going to be on the top of it?
Probably angel.
See, there we go. There we go. We know who wears the pants. You see, if you ever want to know, just, a little quiet observation, who wears the pants in a relationship, check out the top of the Christmas tree. If there's a star, it's the guy. If there's an angel, it's the woman.
That's funny because actually, as I think over it, with the exception perhaps of my own marriage, that's accurate. Andrew's family had a star, my family had an angel. There you go.
That's how it works. See, and you might say it doesn't apply, but it does.
There you go, Andrew.
Indisputed. And of course, there's the third option. If it's
There's a third option?
Yeah, if it's a pointy thing, that means you're old.
Oh, yeah, the pointy thing's stupid.
The pointy thing means
I thought that meant that you were a new age hippie.
No, that means you're old. My great
because that is an old thing. We used to have a pointy thing.
Yeah, my great grandparents put a pointy thing on the top of their tree.
Pointy thing.
Yeah, and Nick, he puts a pointy thing on the top of his tree because I remember I relayed this conversation to him that you can tell who wears the pants by what's on top of the tree. And he's like, what do you mean? I explained the whole, well, if you have an angel, it's the woman. If it's a star, it's the man. And Nick goes, well, I put one of those pointy things on top of my tree. I'm like, oh, that means you're old. And he's like, well, I already knew that. so that's...
Just right.
What if a single guy has a angel? What rule applies there?
Means he's gay.
Thank you, Emily. Thank you.
I was just coming to that conclusion.
I didn't want to get in trouble, so I wasn't going to say it. So thank you, Emily.
I can say
it.
Yeah, Gators. How is it that you're running a radio show of comedy in your fucking PC? I mean, that makes no goddamn sense. No wonder your show sucks.
Hey.
What?
Hey. Hey.
I'm so mean.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying.
It sucks in a fun way.
Line list,
Andrew, we found a link about a special kind of tree. You need to send that link to Gators if you can find it. Because you guys are just my messenger service here. Oh yeah, make sure the chicken's out for dinner.
So you.
There you go, chicken out for dinner.
So Emily, you claim you are the one and only exception to this indisputable rule. So how did the angel get on your tree?
Oh, actually, that one has to do with my sister and stuff. So.
I see. You got your way at the end of there. So that's all I'm saying.
So.
You see, you're a genius. You're a genius. You wear the pants while letting him think he wears the pants.
Yeah, that's the right way to do it.
He thinks he's okay with that angel. He thinks he picked that angel, but you got your way.
I think the drink is finished.
There we go. Let's see. Little Blue Orca has tweeted to me, Johnny Gators, can you please make a 10-hour podcast again? Well, actually, if you download last week's podcast, you get a little bonus, being that after I did the week before this past week's Dollar Bin Special show, I didn't rename the podcast file that was recorded or delete it because I don't podcast that show, so I should have deleted it. So when I did last week's show with no name show, it just tacked that recording onto the end. So last week's podcast includes the full Dollar Bin Special show from the week before. And now let me just say, after this past Saturday show, I made damn sure to delete that file. And,
I was just wondering that.
I made damn sure to delete that file. I was not going to repeat that mistake again. All right, we got messages coming in here. Let's see. Andrew was also writing in, what about Fairy? Well, that goes with Angel, I think. And also, he was also writing in the You're Gay. So I guess you were both on the same wavelength.
Think alike.
You think alike. There we go.
Sorry, the delay didn't help you out there.
Well, plus my delayed and actually reading messages doesn't help either. Oh, gee, that's all our messages. So yeah, 10 hour. I never actually reached 10 hours. That's unless the combination podcast reaches 10 hours. But like I said, mistake ain't happening this week. You know, if you want to hear Drunk Gators, you got to catch it live. But where were we? All right, so that's yes, and of course my Christmas tree. I went to great lengths to find the star for my tree, you know, because they don't make stars like they used to. You know, growing up, we had a star in our tree. And it was a star. It was a 3-dimensional star. You know, you take two flat stars, you put them at 90-degree angles from each other, and they, you know, boom, stick together into a 3D star with a ball in the middle. And I wanted one just like that. And I had to find a used one on eBay because they don't make them like that anymore. And I was so glad and thrilled I found it. And there we go. So I have the perfect star for the tree.
So have I missed anything else on the show today?
Let's see. Well, let's see. There was Kim Kardashian's ass. We talked
Nobody
about
cares about that. All fake
Well,
anyway.
it was buttered like a Christmas ham.
Yeah, it was like a glazed donut, but a butt.
It was pretty bad.
It was, yeah. And then there was a guy who was talking about qualifications for whether or not you could vote, but I think you heard that. And we wrote him a comment, and I should check and see if he's written back about my comment.
I didn't hear anything. I'm not listening, so.
Yeah, because we asked him, you know, because he said if you choose a Dunkin' Donuts glazed donut over a Krispy Kreme glazed donut, don't vote. But I posed the question, what if you choose a Dunkin' Donuts Boston Cream donut over a Krispy Kreme glazed donut? And I asked that. Well, I asked that because it's obviously, when it comes to glazed donuts, you go Krispy Kreme. When it comes to Boston Cream, you go Dunkin' Donuts. But what about the Dunkin' Donuts Boston Cream versus the Krispy Kreme glazed? I'm going to go with the Boston Cream.
All right. Well, I'm actually going to hang up because I'm pretty sure that this call is coming out of my mobile data. And if that's the case,
my goodness.
It's cheaper for me to call your home phone internationally than to continue this call too long.
Okay, well, hey, say no more. Thank you for calling. Bye.
Bye, Emily.
Bye. I can't hang up. How do I hang up?
Here, I'll help you.
I don't know.
There we go.
Bye.
Bye. Aw, now I'm sad. Okay, where were we? Yes, if you want to write in or contribute, NHB Live through AOL Instant Messenger or Google Talk or Skype, at NHB Radio through the Twitters, or 877-642-5483 for phone, or Facebook.com/NHB Radio. Post a response to the show announcement. Those are the ways you can interact with the show. And speaking of messengers, MSN has stopped working on Pigeon today. So you can also write in a Wild Bunch Live through AOL Instant Messenger. No, Wild Bunch Studio through AOL Instant Messenger, but studio@wildbunchradio.com, no. Because up until today, you could still use MSN Messenger on Pigeon. But I think MSN has finally decided to pull the plug on something. And I just want to take a moment to say once again to Microsoft, fuck you! Because I like MSN Messenger. And I don't. Skype is voice. MSN Messenger is text. Skype, voice. MSN Messenger, text. I don't understand why you fucking morons don't fucking get this concept.
I like game.
Anyways.
That's like ICQ.
Yeah. Let's see. Andrew writes in with a link. Let's take a look. Australian artificial Christmas tree. Is that picture upside down? Or new Australian Christmas tree. It's an upside down tree.
Nice.
Because I guess it's
yeah.
Australia is upside
I was wondering
down.
if their Christmas trees were upside down.
So does that mean you put the angel or the star on the bottom of the tree? I mean, how does that? How do you? Where would I put my star ornament? That's upside down Christmas tree with true needle and classic needle tips. Captures the natural grass green hue of the Vermont white spruce. Long needles. Yeah, because Australia imports their Christmas trees from Vermont. And I guess that's the name of the variety, and maybe they grow them in. I don't know. Does Australia grow Christmas trees, or do they just grab a bush? Long needles with soft tapered tips arranged on dark brown stems. Candlelight LED lights emanate a warm, inviting glow. Let's see. Andrew writes in, designed for the land down under, where Christmas can mean a roast turkey as much as it means a seafood feast on the barbie. Our Australian Christmas tree allows you to have a holiday celebration as unique as Australia's Christmas traditions. The fanciful Christmas tree has an inverted design that not only provides more room for presents, it captures the magic and merriment of the holiday in true Australian fashion by turning tradition on its head. So there you go.
Oh, well, there you go.
You can have a... now, how do you get the tinsel to hang up instead of dangling down?
Duct tape.
Apparently, Australia has mostly artificial trees, according to Andrew. Oh, that's a bummer. You know, I like going out, cutting down the tree, bring it home, and watch it just die, and needles drop everywhere, and make a mess, and everything. And then you got to take it out, and needles go everywhere all over again. Good fun. Good fun for everyone. But still, I insist on going real tree because, you know, it just, fake tree just isn't the same. You know. Let's see. Andrew writes in, we have a few real ones, but they're mainly all artificial ones based off American trees. So, Brian, what about you? You getting a Christmas tree this year for the apartment there? Or,
No, probably not.
No Christmas tree?
There's Singaporean tree.
No, they do Christmas kind of strangely here. I mean, they do it, but they do it kind of strangely. You know, the decorations are going up. Excuse me. And you go, you know, the colors are a little bit. You know, pink is not a Christmas color.
Well, now, Brian, could you?
I mean, it looks nice. And things that look like hot air balloons is not a Christmas symbol. You know, I mean, they just kind of strangely here.
Now, could you purchase a Christmas tree in Singapore?
I don't know.
Either real or fake.
Who's to say Santa Claus doesn't fly across Singapore in a hot air balloon?
Oh, he probably does.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know, no, because here's my line of thinking, Brian. This is a chance for you to move up in the world, you see. Because if you buy a new Christmas tree in Singapore and all the normal decorations are back here in California, you're going to have to buy a new tree topper, and you could try to quietly put that star in the cart when no one's looking.
We'll see how well that one works.
And then you can report back how that went over.
Yeah. Brian, I have to ask, did you ever get to go to a cat cafe?
You know what? And I forgot to try. I would. It's definitely on the list. I'll have to do that.
Well, next visit, I guess. Next time.
It's not like these things are going to close. I think this is a permanent fixture in the land.
Woodshop writes in, I always wanted to know if Australia needs special toilet paper that's compatible with the counterclockwise flushing motion of its toilets.
Oh, that is such an excellent question.
Thank you, Woodshop. It always comes back to the toilets on this show, doesn't it?
Well, it goes with the show.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Maybe that should be incorporated in the new name. Something about a toilet.
Yes, something about a toilet. No, we're just going to stick with the amateur hour.
This is the way we swirl.
Go ahead, Mars.
Yes, we could call the show the Coriolis Effect.
The Coriolis, no, because that's
now Gators. We do have a cat cafe showing up in LA, but it's not the cat cafe that I would go to. Neo and her sister might, but I would not.
Oh, it's a Hello Kitty cafe.
Yes, that is the trucks will so be shot at.
You're not gonna go to this?
No, I'm not. No, that is not. No.
Not even just out of curiosity to check it out once.
No.
North America.
There is other cafes showing up in LA, but not that one. I'm going to.
Oh, okay. There we go. A Hello Kitty cafe.
When are you going to LA?
I am not, but
well, as soon as
I might someday.
As soon as a kitty cafe that he approves of shows up, he's there, dude.
Actually, there is a cat cafe showing up in LA apparently.
Other than this Hello Kitty one?
Yes.
So you're planning your trip?
I will be planning a trip at some point.
A pilgrimage, so to speak.
A pilgrimage, yes. If they just get one in San Jose, it would be easier, but...
That would be.
Yes.
Let's see. North American fans of the mouthless Sanrio feline can now rejoice as the first ever Hello Kitty cafe will finally land on their continent. Announced in the form of bright pink food truck at the Hello Kitty convention held in Los Angeles, fans were elated to learn that Hello Kitty will finally get her own cafe in California. Judging by the extreme cuteness of the picture released so far, it seems like this cafe will take kawaii to a whole new level.
Oh my god.
So there you go. A Hello Kitty.
Those pink trucks will so be shot at in LA. East LA, it's hard to miss.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Which writes in? So, a Hello Kitty cafe now joins the Hello Kitty Airbus A380.
Yes. Dude, they have HelloKittyHell.com. Never go there.
Now, can you buy a Hello Kitty vibrator at the Hello Kitty cafe?
Gators.
Yes.
Have you ever been to HelloKittyHell.com?
I have not, but I do know that a Hello Kitty vibrator does exist.
Yes, they also have an AK-47.
They call it the Hello Kitty hand massager, but you take a look at that picture, you know what that is. You know where people are putting that thing. And it ain't in their hand.
Yes, it's.
Just say.
The neck, right? Yes.
Yes. They're massaging their neck with it.
Yes.
No. Well, wait. Kids might be listening to this show, right? Okay, we're family friendly, so yes.
I told you it's on the neck.
It's the Hello Kitty neck massager. That is what they're really using it for.
Yes. Yes. Hello Kitty Hell has a pink tank.
A pink tank?
A tank, yes.
What do you mean by it? You mean like an army tank?
Yes.
Now, is this full-size tank? Shoots
yes.
At everything?
Yeah. Yes.
And is it armed?
I'm not quite sure.
Does it shoot kitties? I mean, is it...
that would be awesome, wouldn't it?
Or do you use it to shoot at kitties?
I would rather shoot kitties at people. But, you know.
I see.
That would be better.
There you go. All right. Well, there's our Hello Kitty moment for the week.
Yeah.
Now, Neo sent in a few links this week because he wanted to talk about 5 things from history you won't believe you can experience.
Oh, like what?
Well, like there actually is recordings that exist of the chilling sound of the Confederate war cry. Apparently, at some point in the 30s, it gathered together some Confederates doing this for a... let's see. Here we go. From the 1900s through the 1940s, Civil War veterans were filmed, recorded an interview at reunions, parades, and other patriotic events. Let's see. This 1930s clip from the Library of Congress, veterans stepped up to the mic, taking turns doing the rebel yell. So there you go. There's the rebel yell.
That could have been any football game right there.
But that was the rebel yell of the Confederates from the Civil War.
Oh.
So that's the authentic rebel yell.
Yeah, yeah. That's, you know, some years later for a TV program, they got some veterans together, some Confederate veterans, and they were doing the yell.
Some years later, when?
Like the 1930s.
On TV?
I believe so. Let's see. What does it say this is from? 1930s documentarians had decided to gather the veterans for one last hurrah and to record some of their peculiar rituals. All right, so it was recorded
before they all died off.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a documentary footage. They got some old veterans together and, hey, go ahead and do the yell. Or maybe you'd like to...
I mean, today we have the last of the World War I veterans, you know, croaking off.
Right.
You know, there's not many of them left.
Right, right. Actually, another article that Neo sent was that the, let's see, children of Civil War veterans are among us 150 years after the war. And
cool.
I didn't get a chance to read through that whole article, but that's interesting. I'm going to stick with this one. So other thing that exists from history that you won't believe you can experience, you could taste some 5,000-year-old butter.
Wait, 5,000-year-old what?
Butter.
Oh.
That stuff will last forever. Refrigeration is a fairly recent invention. Prior to that, if you want to keep your perishable food for longer than a single evening, you either had to shove it into a barrel of salt or bury it in a snowbank. People living in Ireland, Scotland, and Scandinavia came up with a third option. Wrap that shit up and toss it into a peat bog. For thousands of years, people in those areas of the world regularly buried foodstuffs in the bacteria-free environment of the bogs for preservation. That included giant containers of butter, because nothing tastes better on stale crust of bread than a sweet hunk of swamp cream. And we're still discovering wooden urns full of edible bog butter dating as far back as 5,000 freaking years. Modern refrigerators can't keep butter longer than 9 months.
I mean, that would be like churned by the Neanderthal.
Yeah. Supposedly, yeah. That's. I mean, I don't know if they're exaggerating or what, but the point is, there's some pretty damn old butter sitting there in these bogs that they're digging up.
Wow. Did anybody try it?
Yeah, people have tried it. Let's see. It's reportedly like a cross between ordinary butter, cream cheese, and the physical manifestation of Paula Deen's REM brainwave. Wait, what? All right, it's like a cross between ordinary butter, cream cheese, and cream cheese. Okay. The taste has gotten mixed reviews from those brave enough to try it.
They could sell this stuff.
Others have compared it from everything to a dried-out Cheshire cheese to resembling athlete's foot to tasting like old spermaceti. which is
There you
liquid
go.
from a whale's brain.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not a glowing review, in my opinion.
Is that stuff edible?
They
And
say
how
it
do they
is.
know what that stuff tastes like?
I don't know. Going back to Hello Kitty for a moment, though, Woodshop writes, and just because it rhymes Hello Kitty hell as a pink tank, Hello Kitty as a pink taint. What?
Yeah.
The Hello Kitty kitty canon. And
Hello Kitty Hell is an awesome website, actually.
Andrew
You should check it out.
sending me some links.
Yeah.
Sends me a link to the Hello Kitty chainsaw.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. Now, don't confuse that with the Hello Kitty vibrator. That would be bad. And then sent me to a link from the Economist of a chart of the time spent watching Gangnam Style on YouTube.
Yeah, that's probably been a total of 5 minutes for me.
Collectively, the world has wasted 16,000 years watching the music video Gangnam Style. You know, I've wasted 0 minutes watching Gangnam Style. So I think I'm in the lead there.
Yeah, I'm 5 minutes ahead of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let's see. Woodshop writes in, wow, if you believe Scientology, that butter's older than we are. There is that.
Wait. Well, not as old as Bennett. Well, Venison's close, I guess.
I don't know. Speaking of, has anyone heard from him?
I haven't seen him in a week.
So he's still missing action.
Yeah, he's MIA.
So he may have gotten that knock on the door that, hey, we will be removing you from the house that was once yours.
Either that,
now.
or he popped the circuit breaker and his neighbors went away for the weekend.
Or that could be. Or the neighbors rolled up the extension cord and said, we're cutting costs on our bills now. Thank you. You may go
Or
now.
they said, oh, we're moving, bye.
Or his neighbor locked down their wireless router.
Well, there's that.
Or,
you would think he'd find some way to tweet somewhere, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Eventually, he's got to find a way to get some kind of a message to us. I mean,
yeah.
What else,
I haven't seen him.
What else will he do with his time? If he doesn't have power, he can't watch his VHS tapes.
Yeah, the last thing was 6 days ago on Twitter.
So number 3, 5 things from history. You won't believe you can experience. Is 2,000-year-old indie music.
You keep that.
Basically, this has gone into, I guess, some ancient texts actually did have melody lines that go with them. And
did they have musical notes? Or?
Yeah, well, it was notation. It's a bit different from ours, and they've interpreted it. And so now you can actually kind of hear some of these texts. You can listen to the results. Let's see. Oxford University. Let's see. Something we often forget when studying the most influential minds of Western literature, including Homer, Sappho, Sophocles, and Euripides, is that their works were originally written as songs. It would be like if future generations learned about the great philosophers of the 20th century by reading Pearl Jam lyrics completely free of musical context.
I'm sorry.
Luckily, Oxford University fellow and tutor in classics Armand Dangour has been hard at work recreating the ancient melodies of these classical thinkers by studying songs inscribed into stone columns dating back as far as 450 BC. And you can listen to the results here as we tell you more about his work. So let's check out this link here of ancient Greek music. Let me rewind this and bring up the fader.
This is a Beatles song.
Well, that was boring.
Well, it's 2,000-year-old. What do you expect? I Like I said, it sounds like a Beatles song.
Well, the thing is, I don't think they actually had rhythmic notation back then, though, so I think he's guessing the rhythm.
Oh.
Not a bad approximation.
So he listened to Long and Winding Road before that, and then he played that?
Well, yeah, you're right. That is kind of like the Long and Winding Road.
Yeah.
That's about as boring. Number 2.
Well, yeah.
Wow, so that song was actually ripped off.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, Long and Winding Road was ripped off 2,000 years ago.
There you go. Number 2, you can visit a 1700s British fishing village in America.
What?
Smith and Tangier are a pair of tiny islands 12 miles offshore in the middle of the vast Chesapeake Bay of Maryland and Virginia, reachable by 2 ferries that run daily. If you miss those boats, your choices are swim back to civilization or spend the weekend in a Twilight Zone episode and possibly never return, because the 2 islands have been frozen in time for the past 300 years. Due to their remarkable isolation and lack of tourism, many things on the islands have remained pretty much the same as when they were first settled back in the 1600s. Case in point, the way the islanders talk. The islands boast several hundred full-time residents, mainly watermen and their families. Their speech has a brogue or twang that sounds vaguely like an English or Irish accent, which many visitors find difficult to decipher, considering people in coastal Virginia generally do not speak like colonial fishermen. An author named Tom Horton sent some tapes of Smith Island residents to Stanley Ellis, a dialect consultant in England. When comparing Smith Island's speech to that of the southwestern Devon and Cornwall areas of the country, to which many Marylanders and Virginians trace their roots, the linguistics professor found beautifully similar nuances between the 2 dialects. Basically, there's still an area of the United States where people have natural British accents, and not just the fake Johnny Depp kind. Let's play a little bit of this YouTube clip about the area and see what it has to say. All right, we've got some footage of the land here, of Tangier
It's hard
Island.
to say how many varieties of English there are in the United States. It depends on how you want to cut the pie. A particular accent may be spoken by only a few hundred people. You can hear some of the most unusual varieties in remote mountain areas or on islands along the East Coast. The speech heard in some of these places may sound very old-fashioned to outsiders.
I can him and your Saturday night. Right. They keep drove his mom out.
Yeah, it sounds kind of Irish.
I had to get out him. His mom's been calling and cussing at me all day.
I was drunk.
She was behind the counter. She said, "It's a lie, Jack." I said, "Who's that, Mom?"
The first permanent settlement, white settlement on the island, was in 1686.
Yeah, you get some of that in some areas of Maine, too.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like a Maine-ish, too.
Really? That sounds like the Yesserbub guy. The Yesserbub down East Maine there, you know. That's,
yeah. That one guy sounded drunk.
Yeah. That's kind of what that sounds like. And number 1, you could drink centuries-old booze and get drunk really fast.
Oh. Are you drinking that on your show Saturday?
I might have to, next visit to Bevmo, I might have to see if some of these things show up there. The art of beer making changed forever one day in 1516, when Germany enacted a law stating that beer could contain only water, barley, and hops. Legislating the ingredients of beer is one of the most German things you could ever possibly do. Consequently, many ancient and colorful beer recipes were forever lost to the sands of time, at least until craft brewery Dogfish Head decided to resurrect some historical hooch with an ancient
I've heard that name before.
Yeah,
have we talked about them before?
I've heard of them. I'm not sure when. They've probably come up at some point when talking about different brews and beers when I've read articles about things.
Okay.
The first entry in their
Dogfish
classic
Head.
lineup, Midas Touch, was reproduced from ingredients recovered from millennia-old chalices discovered in the actual tomb of King Midas, who, as it turns out, was totally a real person. The beer is described as somewhere between wine and mead, and packs an alcohol percentage of 9.0, more than
That's
twice
not too
what you
bad.
get in, say, a Bud Light. In order to help them recreate these archaic brews, Dogfish Head hired an archaeologist, Patrick McGovern, or Dr. Pat as he's more affectionately known around the brewery. Dr. Pat is quite possibly the world's first beer archaeologist, a fact that will top his resume forevermore. By studying the residue found in ancient pottery and drinking vessels, he's able to discern the ingredients needed to recreate the booze that kept history comfortably shit-faced. Not ones to rest on their laurels, Dogfish Head and Dr. Pat also released a drink based on a 9,000-year-old Chinese concoction reproduced from preserved pottery jars found in the Neolithic village of Jiahu in Henan province. Now, what if it turns out, oh, those jars, that's where we kept the window cleaning stuff? Or, well, I don't know.
Dude, after 1,900 years, it probably fermented.
You know, or that's where we kept the floor clean. That's the tidy bowl of our time. You know, what if we recreated tidy bowl of 9,000 years ago as a beverage?
What's the percentage on that? Did they say what the alcohol percentage is?
On the Chinese concoction, that's 10.0.
Oh, see, there you go.
Possibly their most insane creation so far is a beer pieced together from clues deciphered from Egyptian hieroglyphics called Tahenket. The potion is brewed with an ancient form of wheat and loaves of hearth-baked bread, and it's flavored with chamomile, dom palm fruit, and Middle Eastern herbs. To make sure the beer is as authentic as they could possibly make it, the brewers even traveled to Cairo and set out petri dishes to collect a specific yeast strain native to Egypt. Budweiser, meanwhile, is trying to delight beer drinkers with their ingenuity by mixing Clamato juice into cans of Bud Light.
Ew.
I know.
Has June tried that one yet?
Ugh. Bud Light. Ugh.
Has June tried the Clamato and Bud Light juice yet?
Well, he does like the Bud Light, so I guess that would... Andrew writes in that German beer purity law is still in effect, so it's coming up on its 500th anniversary in a couple of years.
So, would you try one of these?
Yeah, I'd try those. I would try them.
The Cairo one, which basically watch it be the thing they used to mummify people.
That could be, but hey, it's being made as a beverage. It's been declared safe to drink, so I need to see if Bevmo carries Dogfish stuff and check those out. And Andrew sends in a link. This sounds like something I've probably read in the past on the show, but while we're talking about beer, let's review it. The 10, well, I don't know if I've read this specific one, but I have often read top 10 lists of beers. This is the 10 strongest beers in the world.
Ooh, you need some of these.
Yeah. Number 10, Stroyce Black Damnation VI, Messy. It's 39%. Wow, that's some... Wow.
That's the 10th.
Yeah. Yeah, that is. Most of the beers...
So one of those, and the show's over.
Most of the beers on this list were created with one goal in mind, to make the world's strongest beer. There are a handful, however, that actually taste great. This is one of them. This Imperial Stout is nearly pitch black and carries some nice notes of roasted malts, coffee, dark chocolate, and even peat for you whiskey.
That's a bock for you right there.
This beer still tastes like a beer, carbonated with a nice rocky head, and although you can definitely taste the alcohol, it's not overwhelming. Okay, number 9.
Gators, do you like the rocky head?
I might try it.
Huh.
Number 9, Baladin Esprit di Nol from Italy, which has an ABV of 40%. Baladin's ultra-strong Christmas spirit was distilled back in 2011 after being aged in oak barrels for 3 years. Considered a gem for connoisseurs, this straw yellow-colored beer is smooth with light wooden and chocolate notes. Number 8, Brewdog Sink the Bismarck.
I've heard of Brewdog before.
Yeah, this is 41%. Many people credit the Scotland-based team at Brewdog for popularizing the whole quest for the world's strongest beers. Years ago, the brand created an 18.2% ABV Tokyo brew, and after mass criticism from beer fans, decided to respond in a spiteful manner, continuously upping their own ante. After making the tactical nuclear penguin, Brewdog is sitting pretty on the list at number 8 with the Sink the Bismarck.
Nuclear penguin.
And this quadruple IPA isn't even their top contender. Number 7, Schorschbrau Schorschbach, 43, which is 43%. Get used to seeing the name because these Germans will be making the list more than once. This Eisbock, ice-strong beer, was only brewed once, and due to its poor flavor, overwhelmingly spicy, was never considered anything more than a gimmick, just like the majority of the world's strongest beers. Number 6, Kolschip Obelix.
Ooh.
Oh, this is the one that comes in a dead animal. At
what?
45%.
What?
Another name you'll be seeing more than once.
Oh, that's lovely.
Kolschip doesn't mess around when it comes to strong beers. Like many of the other beers on the list, this thing was a limited brew and extremely difficult to get your hands on. Don't worry, though, because as we understand, it tastes more like cough syrup than beer. And yes, I'm seeing the bottle is contained within an animal. Like one of them is in a squirrel. You know, they actually have a stuffed squirrel that's stuffed with a beer bottle. The neck is coming out of the mouth, and you got like a squirrel that's like standing with its head pointed
squirrel.
up. I think the squirrel was dead before they stuffed the bottle in it.
Whose job is it to be stuffing bottles in a squirrel?
I don't know. Someone's got to do it.
That's got to be a sucky job.
Now, we're only reaching the halfway point here. At number 5, The End of History by Brewdog, 55%. The folks at Brewdog make another appearance on the list, and while they are once again falling short of the top spot, they did earn themselves some other notable mentions. This ultra-limited blonde Belgian ale wins the award for the coolest packaging on the list, seeing that the bottle is wrapped in a dead squirrel. Oh, okay, I see. The picture above is the one we're looking at. I'm sorry. I jumped the gun there. This is the one that comes in a dead squirrel.
Gators, you need to look for Brewdog when you're at Bevmo.
If I see a squirrel on the shelf, I'll know I found it. At $780 a bottle, I'm not buying that. The beer containing hints of juniper berries, mead, and nettles is also considered the most expensive beer as well.
Looks like we need a telethon for your beer.
No.
For one beer.
No. Number 4, Schorschbrau Schorschbach 57, which is 57%. We already told you that these Germans are on a quest to earn the number 1 spot. While their flagship Schorschbach 57 did fall short of that, the aptly titled brew is seriously strong. If you're looking for a smooth, tasty beer, look elsewhere. This thing has been described as nothing more than a fiery shot of booze. Number 3, Kolschip Start the Future, 60%. You're probably starting to see a pattern here. The quest for the strongest beer in the world consists of a small handful of microbreweries who continuously introduce stronger creations every few years. After seeing success with their Obelix, Kolschip went back to the drawing boards and earned itself a temporary number 1 spot in the world's strong beers category with this concoction. The beer was created in response to Brewdog's 55% ABV, The End of History, and is said to taste more like rubbing alcohol than actual beer. Now we get number 2, Brewmeister Armageddon at 65%. In 2012, the Scottish brewery decided it was done sitting on the sidelines watching Brewdog, Schorschbrau, and Kolschip go toe-to-toe in the quest for the strongest beer. So what did they do? They blew everyone out of the water by releasing the 65% ABV Armageddon, the world's new strongest beer, meant to be consumed like a fine whiskey. This concoction is crafted from crystal malt, wheat, flaked oats, and 100% Scottish spring water. For such high alcohol content...
Wow, Scottish spring water has a lot of proof in it.
Yeah. The beer's test reviews haven't been horrible. Oh, that's a glowing review right there. Number 1,
yeah.
Brewmeister Snake Venom at 67.5%. Proving that they were the only competition, the Scotland-based brewery one-upped themselves in 2013, rolling out the new belt holder for the world's strongest beer. The aptly titled Snake Venom is made with smoked peat malt along with champagne and ale yeast. You could buy a 9-ounce bottle of this bad boy for roughly $80 online.
Oh, see, that's not too expensive. It's not too bad.
No, I'm not doing that.
Would you not drink that on a Saturday night?
I would not pay $80 for that. If someone buys me a bottle, I'll drink it.
Yeah.
Not all in one go.
You know what? I would almost buy a bottle of this and send it to Venison.
What, you trying to kill the guy? He'd down it.
He would say, "Oh
Yes.
yeah, 9 ounces." Boom.
There you go, Neo. Christmas.
That.
I think we found Neo's Christmas gift for venison this year.
I don't give him shit.
Oh, you'd
Speaking of shit, god damn it, Buddha, your smells.
Aww.
Yeah, Buddha's shit smells. Remember this. He's spraying it with Febreze.
Wait, I think I got a comment back.
Oh, did you?
Huh?
Steve
earlier.
Sharon responded back to my Dunkin' Donuts comment. He wrote in, Uniform Med will break through your front door and make you watch every video I've ever made. Now, do you want that? If you choose a Dunkin' Donut white powdered donut hole, that's a different story.
Oh.
So apparently, at Dunkin' Donuts, the only acceptable choice, according to this guy, is a white powdered donut hole. Brian, where do you find these people?
They're special.
Well, hey, you know, the guy's got an opinion, and that's cool, you know?
Yeah, but he's going to...
Nothing like passion to make your point.
I think he needs a hug. I mean, he's kind of...
Brian.
What?
I just found your Twitter page.
Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh.
Why the fuck is there a prancing golden horse as your picture?
It's the year...
It's the what?
It's the year of the horse. It's the year of the horse.
Of course, it makes perfect sense. I
Of course.
A horse.
Of
course.
Of course.
Of course, I haven't decided what to do about Chinese New Year's this year because, well, I don't even know what the next one is.
Oh, we could Google that.
Is it like the year of the
I don't know. I didn't look it up.
Let's see, tiger, rat, horse.
All right.
Dragon's already passed.
All right, let's see. So 2015.
It's probably year of the dog.
Let's see. Chinese New Year dates 2015. Let's see here. Chinese New Year date is calculated. So it's February 19th, and it's going to be the year of the sheep. So that means you've got until February 19th of next year to find a sheep picture to update your accounts with.
Well, they do celebrate Chinese New Year in Singapore. The big shocking news.
Yeah, that
so
is.
There will be decor out there that I can from. I'm sure.
Who the fuck is little blue orca?
Of course, it was just I found.
Oh yeah, I've gotten tweets from her.
I don't know, but I just decided it was a tweet to me. I'm going to retweet it.
There you go.
People want 10 hours of me, so I'm you know, that's cool.
What?
Why?
What?
Don't question it.
Thank you.
A little Blue Orca writes in, so there's not a Saturday Show podcast. Well, the thing is that the last one happened accidentally with the normal podcast because the file got tacked on there. But I don't normally podcast the Dollar Bin specials because I that kind of
fuck
for copyright issues.
Copyright? What's that?
Well, that's now Wild Bunch is licensed to play music, but I'm not licensed to upload files of music.
So if everyone wants to get their stream workers working at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
So that's
or
so yeah. I apologize. I don't normally podcast the Dollar Bin special show.
12 a.m.
But generally you want to tune into those live and usually there's we do talk a bit, but it's not as podcast worthy.
They're boring.
We just kind of hang out and play tunes, and you know, if you like my music, cool. You know, you can listen to Emily criticize my music, but
hey, I criticize your music as much as she does.
You do too. You do too. And but you know, some people like my music.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Venison likes this resident stuff.
Yeah.
It's because it's venison.
Yeah, sometimes Emily and Mars like a song here and there that I play.
Depends. If it's Heart from the 80s, then yeah. Well, you only have 70s Heart, so there's a problem there.
Heart was better in the 70s. Heart sucked in the 80s.
Well, I did find out when I had the guinea pig was much crankier on the days I would leave 70s music on than 80s music.
I don't know what to deal with.
There is scientific proof. The guinea pigs have better taste.
You know, I forgot that I'm actually following a Facebook account for the Sesame Street Funky Chimes.
Oh, aren't they on their, like, what is it, like their 40th year or 50th year or something like that? Didn't that just happen? Their anniversary?
I don't know. But I just, you know, I saw they posted a link to the pinball bit. And I'm like, wait, what's this?
By the Pointer Sisters.
The Sesame Street Funky Chimes has a Facebook account? Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And I already followed it, so I knew this before, but I forgot. But
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
Do.
Yeah, it's
By the Pointer Sisters.
And that's
They're awesome.
You know, that's a great you know,
yeah.
You know, that's great to educate children about syncopation. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
What the heck? It's counting. What the hell?
It's syncopation. It's music education at the same time. It's syncopation.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
See, that's syncopation right there.
I don't know what that means, but I wanted to count to 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Uh-huh. 12.
2.
2. 2.
Steel drum.
Oh, I have this one. Steel drum. Now, Gators, can you play the steel drums? Seven.
Classic.
Oh, wait.
Oh, they're gonna play through all of them?
Yeah.
Oh my God, this one has all of them. We could just sit and play this on loop forever.
Oh my God.
But we won't. We'll they also have that for the Jazzy Spies. 2 through 10. We got to play one of those now, just to be fair to the Jazzy Spies, because, you know.
Thank you.
There's no number 1 in the series. It starts at 2. So
2.
For some reason, they just didn't like the number 1 on Sesame Street. For some
no,
of these
they
things.
did not.
They did
well,
not.
It's easy to count to 1. See, I just did it.
Yeah.
The heck?
There we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
2.
2. Yes, this is how bored we've gotten this week. We're playing Sesame Street reruns.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Don't.
What?
Leave you for 1 week and you go to hell.
Well, yeah, we're now amateur hour again because Gators. Yeah.
Well, the poll results came in.
Gator showed off his poll, and everybody decided to go amateur hour.
Let's see. Little Blue Orca's right again that, yes, I was fond of the music that played on that 10-hour show. Awesome. You got to tune in Saturday nights.
Yes.
There we go. Saturday night, around midnight, Saturday night, midnight Eastern time on wildbunchradio.com. I've been doing them pretty much every week lately. So, but Gothard won't be there because he's busy sleeping on a Saturday night.
What? Sleeping? What are you doing sleeping?
No, the sleeping's in quotes, I believe.
Oh, I see. Sleeping.
By the way, I've learned
gay sex.
Yeah, I've learned.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what you want to hear?
No, I did not want to hear that. I would rather hear sleeping in quotes.
See, I was being, what's the term I'm looking for? Classy. Yeah.
He was being tactful.
You classy, really?
And trying not to be completely blunt about it, but no, you had to poke it. You had to poke it until I had to blurt out gay sex.
You see.
I wasn't Gator, stop poking
Mars, this is why you should take up drinking when asking such questions. The alcohol helped. And I learned a valuable lesson because I'm on Facebook, and mind you, me and Gothard's boyfriend Mike had this little joke back and forth now about the tape measure because, you know,
I'm sorry, Little Blue Orca. I'm sorry.
Because when me, Gothard, and Mike were all hanging out one night, I kept pace with Mike, who can drink, and I can drink, and we both proved that to each other.
You can drink better than him.
And we both proved to each other that we are professional drinkers. And
Gators, if you drink somebody from Kentucky under the table, you're doing well.
Thank you. Yes.
I think you should both have some snake venom.
I think we were tied. I think we were tied that night because we kept up with each other drink for drink, and we both were still coherent at the end of the night. He's just a bit of a, you know, bummer, like, fine, no, don't do what I want to do. Whereas me, I'm just trying to, you know, hey, come on, let's just have fun with what we do want to do. We don't need to go drunken swimming, you know, just saying. But the thing is that being drunk and joking about, you know, Mike taking Gothard over to the shed with a tape measure to get a number for us, that's fun when you're drunk. But then when you're on Facebook and the chat comes up and you kind of go, hey, I'm still waiting for that measurement, and Mike comes back, grabs Seth's phone, and writes back with said measurement, and you're stone cold sober at work?
That'll teach you.
Yeah, that, you know.
That's hilarious.
Yes, and it, I've learned my lesson.
Gothard, I'm sure you were very proud that day.
I was laughing.
Mike is more proud of Gothard's side than Gothard is. Now, if I was drunk, the follow-up question would be for a specific measurement on the girth that he was also bragging about.
Wow. You know.
But I was sober, and I learned my lesson. So I just was like, yeah, remind me never to ask that again sober.
Never ask that again sober.
Thank you. Because, I mean, that was one of those moments where it was...
I'm now going to go slash my wrist with a fucking spork.
That's what it was like right there.
Kind of hard with those little plastic ones because they keep bending.
Although it would have been even funnier if MP was looking over your shoulder.
Oh, that would have been hilarious.
There's a reason why my computer is not within view of MP.
There's a reason why I have my monitor off while I'm at work working.
You see, this is also why I if I do any kind of personal stuff on the side, it's through a team viewer session to my home computer. So, you know, I'm not leaving a trace of this on the Works network.
Mm-hmm.
Unless someone's viewing my screen, which, you know, I don't let MP look at my screen, and I close Windows if she walks in a direction that it might come within view. Speaking of MP, she's pissing me off lately. Now she's starting to get nitpicky on how I draft my emails. And I almost had an I told you so moment this week, but I can't actually say it, but I so want to. All right. So there's this person who's responsible for printer-related stuff at work. Like, you know, if I because we used to have a nice system where we owned all our printers and we were responsible for all our printers. And we had a contract with a company that provided toner and maintenance. And it was a great system because, you know, if we needed toner, I placed an order through the site and toner showed up in a timely manner. And the thing is that a lot of these contract type of companies, they get you the cheapest shit they can find for toner. So it was a struggle. It was a struggle because, you know, the toner was of cheap quality, but it was manageable. And I would bitch about it. But let me tell you, I found out how it could get worse. And we're getting there. And if there was a problem...
They found somebody cheaper?
God, this is the old system, and I long for it back. Yes. They now have a guy. The company B has a guy that is a whiz at spreadsheets and figuring out the cost per page to get the absolute cheapest in printing possibilities, and it has made my life a living hell. Although I don't blame that guy because that guy's cool, but the company that he's gone with, that we're going through, they suck. When I say they suck, I mean let me turn up the reverb knob and say they suck. And I don't know if the reverb actually goes out the aux end and actually went out the stream, but YouTube heard it. Well, no.
I didn't hear it.
All right. Well, it's not.
I didn't hear it.
All right. Only YouTube got to hear it. Sorry, everyone else. I'll have to figure that out another week when I care enough.
He'll add that in post-production.
We'll add that in post. We'll fix that in post.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that was and if a printer broke down, you know, I would I had a number to call, and I'd call them up and say, hey, we need a service on this printer, and they sent someone out. The guy would show up that day or the next day and service the printer and tell me about, well, you know, it's this cheap toner you're using that's dumping toner into the printer. If you go with me, we get the best quality toner. And, you know, I'd say to MP, I want to go with this guy. Can we go with this guy? And it's like, well, no, contract, blah, 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 yada, yada. Andrew confirming the reverb did not go out the stream. Yeah, that's because the stream's fed from aux end 3.4 and the reverb doesn't go off the aux ends. But the stereo mix goes to YouTube, so the YouTube viewers, of which there are two, the two of you.
Yay! Hi, Brian. Hi, Dune.
The two of you get the reverb. You get the reverb, you win. The rest of you, sorry, I'll fix that some other time. We'll fix that in post.
You'll fix that in post.
All right. But just imagine the reverb was there. That's how much it sucks. All right. So anyways, that was a nice system. And then Company B comes in and says, no, we're doing it our way. And they have their company they use. And the thing is, that company provides the printers. So now we're doing a thing where if we have a printer that's old, we phase it out. If a printer breaks down, we phase it out. They don't want to actually maintain printers. And they don't send techs. They don't send a tech to service a printer to our building. If a printer goes down, I have to box it up and send it back to them, and they send me a new printer. So I'm at a point where, you know, because their turnaround time is...
Do you have a problem finding a box to fit that printer, or...
Well, the thing is that packaging materials that fit it nicely it's a pain in the fucking ass to box up a printer to ship it.
Okay.
But you know what helps is that I now have a system where I have 2 spare printers on hand at any point in time. Why do I have...
borrow a printer.
And the reason for this is because their turnaround time is so fucking slow, I make damn sure to always have 2. Because if one breaks down and I swap it out, I can't count on them to send me another spare before another one breaks down. So I always have 2 spare printers. And the spare printers come in a box, so whatever box I take the spare out of, that's what the busted one goes into to send it back to them. But, you know, this is a shitty system where we keep having to send printers back and forth. And if one of our printers breaks down, basically it just means we're retiring it, even though it's perfectly serviceable and probably has much more mileage on it. Because one time I was able to nag this motherfucker enough to get him to send a tech out. Any other time I've asked for a tech, this contact to send me replacement printers, send me labels, a return thing, send me parts, and order toner, he is the fucking worst.
Oh.
I always have to ask multiple times. You know, I asked for a label to send back a printer like 2 months ago. 2 months ago! And I'm still nagging this jackass for a label. And so, a few weeks ago, and their website to order toner never works. I go to log in the site, and I get an error. I bitch about it, and he's like, the site works fine for me, and then it works. And he's like, oh, it was working all along. But every time I go back to order toner, I have to bitch at him that the site isn't working, and then he bitches at me it is working, and it works. Except last week it wasn't working. I bitched at him. It still wasn't working. I bitched at him again, and he's like, well, how much toner do you need? And I told him, send me 12 toners, because that's the most that they'll let me order at a time through their site. Normally I would have ordered 15, but they only let me order 12 at a time. And so he's like, all right, I'll get that order. I'll get that order.
What if you do 2 orders of 12 and then you're 24?
Well, I could do that. And I did do that once because I put the order of 12 in. 2 weeks later, no toner. I put in another order of 12. 2 days later, 12 show up. 2.5 weeks later, another 12 shows up. I should just keep ordering every week or so. Because the turnaround time is so fucking slow. And this is a problem. This is impacting our business at this point. This is causing a problem. And I need to ultimately, I'm responsible. And so I decided it was time to say something. And, mind you, I was professional because, when it comes to work, I don't act towards work like I act on Twitter personally. You
don't use capital letters on everything?
My impression was that you did.
No. Here's what I did. I had about 3 or 4 things I needed from the guy. And these are things I had asked him for previously and hadn't gotten a response back from him. So I was sending a follow-up email. I'm like, hello, sir, I still need labels for this. I need maintenance kits for this. And I need a spare printer. I've requested this before. Could you please explain why it's necessary for me to ask multiple times for things just about every time? And I felt, given the history of times that this has happened, it was fair for me to point this out. And I wasn't an ass. I wasn't insulting him. I was just kind of respectfully saying, why do I always have to ask multiple times for things? What's going on?
So what did he say?
Well, he didn't say anything. But MP was CC'd on that email chain. And she sent an email to me saying, that was rude. Don't do that. And I sent an email back saying, this is a problem. He's not following through on things. This is impacting things. What would you have me do? And she's like, well, what would you do if someone sent you an email asking, like, I'd have to ask you multiple times for things? You wouldn't like that, would you? And I said, if it was a valid complaint, I might not like it, but it would make me pay more attention to requests from that person. And she's like, that was rude. Don't do that again. And then and that happens. And then I ask for toner. The site's not working. So he's like, I'll put the order in for you. Meanwhile, here we are 2 weeks later. We're fucking out of toner. Everyone's hounding me for toner. Where's his toner order? I don't have toner. I can't print things. We're running out of toner. And MP wants to give me a fucking hard time because I want to point out to this guy that he's not doing his damn job. Yeah.
You got toner?
I got toner for 5SI printers. Go use one of those. Oh, wait, we only have one of those in our department. God. It's fucking infuriating. Anyways. There you go. So he's making me look bad. So yeah, I'm going to give him a little lip. He is not keeping up with his responsibilities. And not to mention, the toner that he's sending me is shit. It's absolute shit. There was one time where I called... multiple times I've had these toners just plain and simple dump toner out into the printer, making a mess of the printer. I actually have a printer that I had to retire because it will not print properly anymore because it is so fucked up with toner. And it's one of the printers that we own, so I can't get anyone to maintain it because since the company doesn't own it, I can't send it back to them. And since the company won't send out a tech for anything unless I hound them for a fucking month, I just put the spare printer in its place, wheeled it into the supply area. It's going to go out on a pallet of e-waste next time. Perfectly good printer.
So how's your plan to get the fuck out of there?
I was thinking March. MPs asked if I would stick around till May. I've said I'd consider it.
You were thinking of backing your car up on March?
Personally, I was thinking of packing my car up like next week, but
well, you still have a lease to fulfill, right?
Well, I'd have to give 30 days notice to get out of this apartment, so I was thinking more like a month is really.
Oh, that's right, because you don't own a lease, so.
I'm month to month, yeah.
You're month to month.
Yeah,
right.
which you know, I got to pay my extra $110 in a few weeks because of the fucking landlord. No, well, I interviewed for a Salem position on the phone. I think it went well, but I'm not going to hear anything back until like near the end of the month, and that's if he keeps to what he said, which sometimes.
End of November?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they got a major site upgrade next week. And that's where all focus is, so nothing's happening until at least after next week.
So they can't make a decision?
Apparently not. I wasn't going to push them on that, you know? I was like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, you'll tell me in November. That's hey, or early December, whatever. Yeah. You know? So there's that. But also at the same time, I did get a call from a recruiter in Pennsylvania about a job that I had applied to, and the recruiter likes my resume. Spent like a half hour on the phone, which it was great being all by myself last week because I didn't have to like find an excuse to dodge out and take a call in my car without looking suspicious.
And you could go without pants.
Yeah. So I was taking the phone call without.
What?
It's like, hello, Pennsylvania.
Wait,
yes, I'm interested.
No pants day.
I'm interested in that job, and I'm not wearing pants. And I think I lost that interview there, but no, I didn't.
I thought you said you were in your car without pants. I'm like, what?
No,
I don't know if that one's kosher.
I was in the office without pants. Oh,
okay, that's better. Yeah. I mean, at least you're in the office.
All right, so I talked to Pennsylvania, and they're like, hey, we like your resume. We spent like a half hour on the phone asking questions about my work history and stuff. And it's like, okay, all right, well, we're going to present you to this employer, see if they like you. And I haven't heard anything back, and that was, less than a week ago, but getting close to a week now. We'll see.
What part of Pennsylvania is it?
North of Philly.
Oh.
Eastern Pennsylvania. So, but anyways, the thing is, though, is that I did have to have an awkward conversation with MP because I felt I owed that to her because she's taking a major vacation over the holiday season, and she sent me an IM about the dates as she was getting ready to book flights that are rather expensive flights. And she basically has asked me to commit to being there to cover, which basically to her this is just a conversation about when I'm using vacation time to make sure I'm using.
You're talking about for December.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And because basically I told
So you hang out through December, that's cool.
Well, the thing is, I told this person about Pennsylvania, hey, you interview me, they like me, and you make me an offer, I'll be out there in a month. Basically it's like, you give the word, I'm giving notice to everyone, and I'm starting to make arrangements, and I will be there in a month. I will make it happen.
Wow.
That is, I'm not messing.
You're going to be on someone's shit list no matter what you do.
Well,
I'm going to tell you.
I could give 2 weeks. 2 weeks is the standard, right?
2-3 weeks, I think.
Yeah, sure.
3 weeks.
And I could do 3 weeks. I could do 3 weeks. Pack up in the evenings. Chris is going to be helping packing up stuff and making arrangements, and then have a week to, Well, I could do 2 weeks.
Well, you got to give 30 days notice. So what's the rush?
Right. Right. I would give 30 days notice for the place, and I would give 2 weeks notice for the work, and I
right. And that gives you some time to pack up before your lease runs out. So yeah.
Right, right, and finish up work and no one says that you got to stick around every day of that last week. Once I'm packed up, whatever. So I'm out a week earlier. Either way, I still have to pay for that week. Get on the road or. But the point is, I basically said I'll be out there in a month or so. That's the time.
Okay, so I forget, what's your car situation again?
I got a free car waiting for me in New Jersey.
So you're going to bring the old Ford Taurus wagon?
I just need to get the Ford Taurus wagon across the country to beat the new car that's waiting there. Or
what make it? That's the question.
Well, it's not new. That one's
you say 2008?
Yeah, 2008 Ford Taurus X, which is a bit bigger than the current Ford Taurus because it's more of an SUV wagon hybrid type deal. Hybrid in the sense that it's bigger than a wagon, but not quite an SUV. I don't mean hybrid as in hybrid.
It's a crossover vehicle.
Crossover vehicle, yes.
Yeah, it's a crossover.
Yeah.
Because, no one needs grandma's old car now, so they offered it to me. And so I said, well, I don't know what's happening, so leave it there for me. If things work out with Salem, we'll figure out how to get to Salem. If things don't work out with Salem, I'm coming back there at some point. And I'll, this thing will hopefully, knock on wood, hold me over. So that's the car situation. So I'm covered there. As long as this gets me across the country. And if not, well, I just need to get myself across the country and leave the car wherever it stops at the middle of here and there.
With the guitar.
With the guitar, yes. No, the guitar is already... who knows?
Hey, maybe you'll find the guitar on the way back.
Oh, there's the electric guitar Addie gave us.
Yeah, maybe you'll find the other guitar on the way back.
Anyways, so the point is that I said to this person that hey, I get something, I'll be there in a month's time. So it could possibly, if it's highly unlikely, but the possibility existed that an opportunity came up, I'd basically say screw you, and I would not be there to completely cover all that vacation. So I decided I can trust MP. We all know the writing's on the wall, and it's time to start looking for things. I'm going to call her.
Did you tell her no?
No, I told her chances are I will be there to cover. I'm not planning to take vacation time during that time, but I am job hunting. I've talked to people, and if an opportunity presents itself, I'm taking it. And she was not surprised, and she's okay with that. And we kind of figured out, well, it's unlikely to happen, but if it happened, we'd, come up with someone else to cover. Hey, you book this, they're not going to make you, stay and not use your $8,000 in airfare. It's anyway, So that was awkward conversation, but a good conversation. So yeah, MP knows we're entering the end game here, and I kind of mentioned to her, if things don't work out with Salem, I'm thinking, by March, I want to be gone. I'm not sticking around much. And she's like, well, we see the writing in the wall, but I was hoping you'd stay until May because it's a major thing that's happening in May next year. That
a good canning of people.
No, there's a big system conversion that's happening in May. That
everybody's going to Windows. Yes.
After which they'll shit can everyone.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I said, well, I mean, this is up in the air. This is kind of thoughts, so it's not written in stone, March. It's kind of what's on my mind, though, but I will...
It's not like they're going to offer a retention bonus.
Well, usually you get usually after a major project there is a bonus. In fact, I did just recently get a bonus for all the stuff that has happened this year, and that's went right into my savings and is something that will and that's kind of what gave me the thought. Hey, I've got that in my savings. I've got what I've been saving in my savings.
The new company paid a bonus?
Yeah, to me,
wow.
to our department. Well, when I say our department, I mean the department that I'm in. I don't know if you would have been a part of that bonus because you weren't going from site to site doing it. But yeah, I got a call. And the funny thing is I mentioned something about the bonus to MP because I assumed that she got it too. She didn't know about it. And I'm like, well, maybe we were... She was okay. But and I think she had to have gotten it too because she's in the group. I report to her. If I got a bonus, she got that same bonus.
Well, but she's salary exempt, exempt from overtime, and you're not exempt.
I think But within that department, I think I'm.
So when you're traveling and you're being paid overtime, and they're only actually giving you your timed hours, there's a liability. So that's why they shut you up with a bonus. So that's why you could get one. You're traveling. She doesn't get one for traveling.
Wait a minute. Why shut me up with a bonus for what? I get overtime.
That's because but you don't claim overtime. You only put in 40 hours, but you're traveling. You're not putting down your travel hours or anything like that.
Yeah, I
unless
am.
you're. If you travel on a Saturday, do you or a Sunday, do you charge them the hours?
Yes.
But then you're out of town. How do they charge you for that? How do you charge them for the being out of town part? That's where it gets sticky.
I don't know. All I know is I get money for it. The rest
so
of that is their problem.
That's why they're giving you extra
paid.
money. That's why they're giving you extra money, because if you bitched about it, they wouldn't have a leg to stand on.
Why would I bitch about getting paid for the time I'm traveling?
No, that's why they're giving you paid, so they shut you up.
So that's why they're giving me both a bonus and money for traveling?
That's correct.
But no, I'm pretty sure that the bonus was a department bonus. He said it was he got the department that bonus. So it wasn't just me, and I think I'm an anomaly in the department. I think most people in my department
but
with that company
is MP in your department?
Yeah, I report to her, so she's part of the department.
Right. But if she didn't get a bonus, that's
no, she didn't get a phone call about the bonus, but she was also traveling and probably not as diligent in answering phone calls, and maybe the guy didn't leave a voicemail. So I'm thinking, I basically told her, check your account. You probably got a deposit in there yesterday. And I haven't heard back about that. So I think she just didn't know about the bonus. But I think she got it. You know, I'm really in an
maybe she didn't want to talk about it.
No, she genuinely didn't know about it. But I'm not asking for a follow-up.
But in the follow-up, she didn't want to talk about it.
Well, I haven't talked to her since.
Right.
You know, and I'm not going to ask.
Because she's been avoiding you because she didn't want to talk about it.
No, because she hasn't been in the office. She took this week off to burn some more vacation time.
She really wanted to avoid the topic.
No, that's not it. We're basically, we were talking.
Hey, Jonathan.
Yes.
It's called I'm fucking with you.
Okay, and I'm just fucking back. Okay.
Okay.
All right. No, but
quit fucking around.
But here's a great one-liner I threw out there that everyone laughed at because, oh my God, I can't believe he said it. We were thinking it, but I can't believe he said it. One of those moments. Because MP has a bunch of vacation time, and they're not letting us roll over vacation time anymore. Now, California law will dictate that it gets paid out, I believe. But MP would rather use as much of the time as she can than get paid out for it. So basically, she's taking any time off she can. And so, basically I was like, well, hey, whenever I'm taking, I have this much time, I'm taking this and I'm taking that. The rest of that time, when you don't have to travel, just don't come in, and I'll see you next year. And, she's like, yeah. And I'm like, hey, all these people here, they're not going to have to listen to us bicker the rest of the year. And that got laughs. That was...
by her or by everyone else?
Everyone. That got a laugh.
Did she laugh at that one?
Yeah, she laughed at that one because she knew it's true.
Oh, good. That doesn't mean she was pissed at you for that comment.
No, she wasn't pissed at that comment. She was.
Oh, yeah. She was probably laughing her ass off.
She knows it's true. Woodshop writes in, Christmas is coming. This bottle could make a rather interesting show. That's an old message. Twister Drain writes in, hey, Gators, been an NHB Network fan since 2005. I have to disagree with Brian. What is he smoking? I disagree with Brian about what?
We've never figured this out, but...
What? I don't... What does he disagree with Brian about, though?
I don't know. But Singaporean air is a little different than the States air.
He's calling in from Singapore, so you got to give him a little leeway, It's He's been.
Yeah, I wonder what he's disagreeing about. Whatever.
Oh.
Oh, maybe about the bonus. My comment about the bonus.
Yeah, it could be your bonus, which I disagree with too. You know.
Hey, if they want to give you a bonus, for no reason at all, I'm sure you take that.
Hey, it was great. Hey, yeah, I did. I took that. Hey, thank you. You know, and basically they told me a number. I basically knew. Well, I'm going to see half of that, and sure enough, I saw half of that. And, but I'm probably going to good.
And how much did the record company see of half of that?
Right into savings.
Oh. You didn't buy any Japanese records or anything.
I'm not messing around. I want to get back to the other side of this country. I'm putting away what I can right now.
Gators, what about that record with the cheesecake on it?
I did not buy that record. Basically, earlier this week, a package came in of the of the quad copy of the best of Tony Orlando and Dawn, and that's going to be the last record purchase for a while. That's going to have to hold me over.
Tony Orlando and Dawn.
Now, if only I knew that was going to be my last quad purchase for a while, I would have probably picked a little wiser. But it'll do. You know, I've got.
Wait. You said quad purchase though, didn't you?
Well. I might purchase some Christmas '78s, but you know that's not going to be any.
Yeah, you said quad purchase, not record purchase.
Oh, all right. The last record purchase.
Yeah, that's right. Everybody heard it.
I may purchase some Christmas '78s, but that's not gonna go over 20.
If you find the Eartha Kitt one, are you gonna pick it up?
Depends on the price, because I'm not gonna spend too much. I mean, Christmas '78s, we're talking relatively cheap.
Okay.
You know.
Well, if you find it for $15.
Well, it depends. What else is available and how much are the others? Because you know, I'm thinking about the final price is what I'm thinking.
What about a Lenny Kravitz Christmas CD, Christmas tape?
No.
You know you want Lenny Kravitz.
No. Twister Drain writes in, I'm sure the bonus and any other raise was budgeted in advance, hardly hush money. It was performance-based, if anything. Yeah, it was for the department. MP just didn't get the call. Because here's the thing. When I got the call, I was sitting at my desk. My phone rings. I look at the phone. It's a phone number and an area code that I'm not familiar with. So I was like, fucking telemarketer. And I sent it to voicemail. And then a guy that's very high up on the chain immediately IM'd me right after the voicemail was not left. Right after the call went to voicemail. He did not leave a message. He IM'd me. It was like, hey, are you there? And so I immediately stopped typing and let the screen go idle. And then I unidled it and was like, yeah, I'm back now. Because I didn't want him to know that I had sent him to voicemail carelessly while I was sitting right there. That way it looked like he just missed me. You know, got to think about these things. And he's like, hey, I need to call you really quick, just 5 minutes. I'm like, okay, sure. And he's like, hey, give me a call at this number. So I call him up, and he thanked me for great work and, you know, that and everything. And, hey, we got you this bonus. And, you know, hey, oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, we're getting ready for, you know, you're going to be at this site? I'm like, no, actually, I'm not at that site. I miss out on this one. But, you know, since MP's going to be there, they wanted to leave me behind to hold down for it here, you know. But I'll be thinking of you guys. You know, we joke around. Hey, I'll be seeing, I'm sure we'll be crossing paths next year. Oh, yeah, we got a lot of work coming up. Okay, great. Thank you. Bye. You know, good call, all in all. You know, any call that you're being told that, hey, chunk of change is coming to you that you didn't expect is a good call. You know, that's
free money. Oh, hi. Nice to see you.
So the point is, though, is that he didn't leave a voicemail. So I guess he didn't leave MP a voicemail and somehow did not get through to let her know in advance that the money be coming. That's what I'm thinking. Woodchuck writes in, so far this show we've done, what are you eating today? What are you drinking today? So now we just need Neo so we could do, what are you smoking today? Oh, we need a sound.
I thought that's what Brian was doing. Never mind.
I'm not smoking anything.
Uh-huh.
I'm not.
She's not feeling good today.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Lil Blue Orca writes in, I'll listen to the podcast just for the reverb. Well, no, the podcast is recorded off of what goes out the stream, so the podcast isn't going to have the reverb either. But if you no, because aux 3 and 4 is a stereo pair that feeds the broadcast machine that goes to the Wild Bunch and NHB streams. The NHB stream goes at 256 kilobit per second, and that records the archive that I keep forever and ever. No, actually, a separate entry records at 256. I go 128 to the NHB server, which then downgrades it to whatever. But I have a separate entry that records at 256, and that's the official archive. And that I usually start recording before I even connect to streams, so before show banter is even recorded.
Ooh, you get extra content if you listen to the podcast, though.
Well, no, but that's not with the podcast, because I want the podcast to sometimes be sure before and after show banter is not for other people to hear. And so that's
just your special content, isn't it?
I have that, and if something happens I do want to share at some point, I could, or I could label it "Don't replay this ever, 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 ever." This past Saturday. But anyways, what goes the Wild Bunch is also recorded at 96 kilobit per second, because that's a lower rate, and that's the rate that you go to the Wild Bunch at, and that's also, I figured, since that's a lower rate, that would be the rate that I would do the podcast at. So I set that one to also archive a copy of the show, and that's the file I upload. So that way I don't have to trim off the beginning and the end. I don't have to re-encode it. I just finish the show, upload it, label it, and it's ready. But the point is that that's all fed from the aux 3 and 4, which apparently reverb doesn't go out, so you didn't get the reverb on that. But the stereo mix that comes out of the board feeds the 5.6 input on my sound card on my main machine, and I run the YouTube stream on the main machine here, and that goes off that stereo mix. So generally they're the same mix, but apparently there's a slight difference in that what goes out the stereo mix on the reverb does not go out the aux end, and so the reverb's not going. But I will figure out a way to get the reverb to go to the aux ends so as that I could send reverb to the stream. Sorry for that lengthy explanation, but when I get started down the tech path, I've got to finish it. Twister Drain writes in.
We all sit there and read Twitter, do something while he explains that stuff usually.
Twister Drain writes in. So other random thoughts from a long-time lurker. I picture Venison as a retired voice actor. Neo sounds cute when she's fired up. Mars is a kick-ass co-host, and Gators is keeping the vintage tunes alive and well. And Brian, I guess, is just smoking stuff. So, what was that sound?
Someone got a Facebook message.
I got something on Facebook. What town in PA? I don't know. I'd have to look it up again. But you completely...
I sound cute?
Yes, you do.
I can see that.
No.
But Gothard, you completely ignored the message earlier that I really needed to talk about earlier.
Oh.
Sorry. I missed it. I don't know where it went.
I think it was probably about the Crimson box sets. He wants to know if you want to buy, if you want 2 or 3, if he should buy the next one, the King Crimson.
No, I said that.
Oh. You have all 4 now?
That is not for air. Where are we? Oh, yes.
I'm sorry. I just lost power for like a week.
No, but I sent that today.
Did you really?
I sent that today.
Gothard, you were pulling a Venison for a week?
Yes.
I sent that today.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's cold there too.
I was freaking out this morning. I wanted to talk to someone, so I sent you a message. And you weren't there.
Oh, well.
Nah, it's cool.
I'm sorry.
I'm just busting
on you.
When you
texted me, I got a call from work like, "Where are you? You agreed to do something today," and I was like, "Oh shit, I forgot." And I'm like 2 hours away, so I was driving like 80 miles an hour when you texted me.
Okay, that's you see, that's a valid
I was
excuse.
I was doing about 80 miles an hour on a road that was rated for less than that, and while jamming out to "Breaking the Law" by Judas Priest.
But before you did...
Nice.
But before...
Oh, yes. That vehicle, I can see that, Gothard.
But about 15 minutes before that, you sent me a YouTube link, which is why I thought you were around to talk and, And,
well, the problem is when you messaged me, I just got into the car.
and you're like, I don't have time for this shit.
Gothard, has the snow and rain, is the snow and sleet hitting you right now? The really bad storm that's hitting?
No.
Okay.
What's really bad?
Apparently half the country's under snow right now.
Oh, fuck them.
And apparently, Gothard did want to share with us this week, though, some great toys for your kids.
Just at a local dollar store.
News Center 7's Lauren Clark with why a Kettering mother wants it off the shelves.
What is it?
A mother bought her toddler this princess wand at the dollar store behind me.
Aww.
Imagine her surprise when the curious little girl peeled back the foil to find this image of a girl cutting herself inside. The package
That's just fucked up.
and quote wonderful music, but I doubt many people would call this music. It's difficult to see the image clearly in the dark, but if you pull back the foil, there's no mistaking it.
And if you look close enough, it's not a drawing. It's an actual picture of the girl slitting her wrist.
With
I'm
like
outraged
lit
over
up
it.
red eyes.
How
It's
they think
very
that-
creepy.
That is suitable for a child.
Nicole Allen said she found the wand for her 2-year-old daughter in the toy section of the $1 store on Linden Avenue last weekend.
There was Barbie dolls on one side and baby dolls on the other side, and these were right in the middle of where they were at.
The owner of the store told me parents need to pay more attention to what they're buying for their children.
Oh, bullshit. I mean, yeah, parents should pay attention to things, but this thing was packaged as a kid's toy. Pink packaging and little cartoon characters on it, and was advertised as a fun princess wand, and then it does this creepy laugh and lights up with a demon-looking child with a knife on her arm. I mean, that's wrong. That is bad marketing there. Now, these dollar stores, they get stuff that is not sold or is crap and has fallen off the truck. So, I mean, yeah, they don't always know what crap's going on the shelves. So I don't completely blame them, but that's unfortunate. But yeah, that's
great.
But that's awful. You know,
Do you think any of these things sold? Hello?
Yeah. What's that? What'd you say?
Do you think any of these things sold besides that one?
Probably. Well, who knows? It's a dollar store. They could have been sitting there unsold for years, or they could have been flying off the shelf. But the thing is that this is only report of this, because I did read a Snopes article about this, and so far only this one has turned up. But I want to question: has anyone taken another one off the shelf, opened it up, and seen if this is typical of these, or if this is an isolated incident? Oh, we lost Brian.
When suddenly there was no one there. Did we lose you?
Maybe he went to go buy a princess wand.
Yeah.
See if he can pull back the foil and see what would happen.
Yeah.
Oh.
But anyway, so that was. Let's see what else is the rest of the story.
Stick. So from the name, I would, if I'm buying it for my kid, and I have a lot of kids, and I have young ones, I would inspect it before I even give it to them.
He also said that while he would not buy the toy for a toddler, he thinks it's okay for older kids.
For a 5, 6, 7, 10 years old, I mean, they see that on TV every day.
But Nicole and other shoppers at the store disagree.
You don't want to think about little girls picking that up and thinking this is normal, you know, or funny or interesting or any of those things.
Well, on the one hand, I could see where, you know, this could be a serious issue, but on the other hand, this is not intended to send that kind of a message. This is, ooh, creepy Halloween. I mean, fake knives with blood is a prop that's sometimes used many times in haunted houses and Halloween costumes. So, I mean, that's the intended use of this, but I don't understand why you would use that with a magic princess wand. And certainly this should not be marketed as an ages 3 and up toy. But but yeah, maybe an older kid. You know, I mean, older kids will play with knife toys with fake blood. I don't know. What do you think, Mars?
I think it's screwed up. But, you know.
Well, yeah, the toy is screwed up. I mean, it's certainly not appropriate for a 3-year-old, and it's...
I don't know. Well, a 3-year-old usually open the toy for them anyway.
Well,
put
yeah,
batteries
that
in
too.
or something.
That too.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 3-year-old. I mean, they have like, you know, motor functions, but usually if it's a toy, you open it up for them and check it out before you give it to them.
Twister Drains, continuing from earlier. Brian is the weekly Eastern call-in reporter, and Gothard is the weather reporter.
Ooh, he is.
So now with the weather, Gothard.
Oh.
Cold!
Cold! Nice.
It's gonna snow!
It was cold today, Gators. Very cold
let
today.
me bring up the... How cold was it?
About 62 degrees.
My house isn't even 62 degrees right now.
It's because you haven't had power for a week.
I do have power. I just have been lazy about turning up the thermostat.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh,
there we go. Here with the Look Out for Today report.
What?
Oh, wait, that's the wrong file. That's the end file. There we go. All right. Well, anyways.
I thought that was lottery music they used on that other show.
No, that was da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, never mind.
Twister Drain writes it, I've heard about dolls that talk getting hacked, changing the voice, but what on earth could the picture be used for?
That's a good question.
Well, I don't know.
That's...
I'm thinking, you know what I think happened? I think that parts got mixed up at the factory. Often reject batches get sent to dollar stores. I'm thinking this place manufactures Princess Wands and also manufactures Halloween-themed stuff. And I'm thinking this, you know, image was probably used in some shitty-ass Halloween toy that is targeted to an older age group. And the part was the same size. Someone loaded the machine with the wrong parts. And so, oh dear, the creepy slasher girl image got put in the Princess Magic Wands, and the creepy Halloween laughing sound bit got put in there too. What do we do with
magical
these?
noises on the other one?
And so they got disposed of in a way that, you know, don't ask no questions, and somehow they end up in the hands of someone that thinks, hey, reject toys go to a dollar store, without knowing the reason why it's a reject toy. And so then this dollar store buys up, you know, the near regular toys, throws them on the shelf, blissfully unaware of the issue, because, hey, it's only $1, what do you want? And then a mother gives the toy that's labeled for 3 and up to their kid, and surprise, surprise, evil laughter and slasher girl. That's how it happened, I'm thinking.
There's been known cases of toys that talk being switched within voice boxes, though.
Right, that's what I'm saying, is, you know, this toy got switched to the wrong voice box and the wrong logo or image, and it was a reject, which is why it ended up in a dollar store.
Or I remember when they did the Teletubby toys, where you squeeze them and they'd sit there and make noises. Someone, the little red one,
right,
would end up saying "bite my butt," and it wasn't really what it said. It was indistinguishable, but that's what people said. It was all over the news, and I'm like, really? Because my niece had all of them at the time, and I'm like, well, now I gotta mess with it to see what it says, you know. And yeah, it sounded like it, but that's not what it meant, you know. But you know, there are mix-ups.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, it was a horrible mix-up.
Yeah.
That resulted in a child getting a.
Now, if someone bought that like now and it wasn't a child, they probably laugh their ass off and say that's pretty good, but.
I don't know. Anyways.
Yep.
I'm out of material.
Oh. I don't have anything. I've just been looking at Google stuff all week. I'm sorry.
Yay! Google stuff all week.
Google stuff all week.
Yay! Well, Lollipop came out today, and I'm looking forward to my phone.
Are you tempted to...
Huh?
Lollipop?
Yeah, the new version of Android. Android 5.0 Lollipop.
What the fuck does that mean?
It's L. Android L. It's the 5th version. They make a candy for each letter, like K was Kit Kat. And J was Jelly Bean.
Weird.
I know. I mean, it's no iPhone 6, of course, you know. Gators, do you have to give up your phone soon? If you move, or do you get to keep it?
You know, I don't know how that... Generally, I would turn in the phone when leaving.
Uh-huh. I think you should take it with you and not say anything.
No, it would be asked for. But there have been times in the past where people have asked, you know, can I take the phone with me just to, you know, get me set up in my, you know, new arrangement, and I'll mail it back to you in a week. And sometimes they have said yes to that. So I probably wouldn't do that, though, because, you know, I'll just give it back, be done with it. I don't have to worry about it. And Kristen,
get yourself your own iPhone 6?
Well, I'll figure that out once I get relocated. But Kristen has a phone, so I could use that for, you know, to get the job. You know, if I need to make a call, because I don't use a phone.
Yeah, she's a pretty fancy phone.
Yeah, yeah. So if I need to make a call, I could borrow her phone, or, you know, maybe I would find a cheap. Well, I don't. It depends on how things happen. You know, now if I don't find something and I'm basically just, you know, March comes and I'm like, fuck it, I'm out of here, and I just pick up and leave and hope for the best, I'm going to be spending as little as possible. So I'll just deal with not carrying a phone and use Kristen's phone if I need to make calls.
You get a prepaid pretty cheap at Walmart for like $40.
Oh, you know, and once but you know, if I've got something lined up, you know, I might get a phone, you know.
Yeah. Yep. Oh well. But yeah, I've been kind of busy with technology this week, and so, you know, the new update to Windows 10 came out, and the Android operating system update came out, and I'm trying to get it, and so yeah, today and yesterday were very exciting days.
You went to Windows 10?
I've been trying to install the beta build of it, but the developer build, but my netbook doesn't like it.
Of course, doesn't. It's like, ow. Still better than Yosemite, probably. But
a lot of people like OS 10. You know, I don't discourage people from liking what they like. You know,
personally, you don't. Like,
yeah, personally, I don't like it. I have to deal with it at school sometimes, you know. But, you know, I don't like the operating system, but that's personal preference.
I'm sorry, what's this you don't like?
Crack.
Yeah, crack is whack, Gators, don't do drugs.
Okay, Twister Drain writes in, oh, the wand is even called Evil Stick on the packaging. Oh, that's weird. Then that means
really, it's called Evil Stick, and they give it to a kid.
Okay, well, it's called Evil Stick, and it's packaged with pink, frilly-looking packaging.
That just means the mother didn't read the packaging.
But to be fair, the packaging looks innocent. The packaging says it's appropriate for 3 and up. If you just glance at it, it looks. If you just glance at it and look at the age range, it looks like it's a princess wand.
But Gators, that means there wasn't a mix-up if it's called Evil Stick.
That is true, which makes it even that more perplexing.
Yeah. It doesn't say Princess Wand. Oh, well.
Let's see. He sent me a link that shows a picture, and it is called. It is called Evil Stick. But the Evil Stick is in very frilly font.
That's because it has a girl inside.
The thing is that the packaging, other than the name, if you just look at the packaging, it looks like a princess wand. There's really no other indication of what this is, and it's not really appropriate for a 3-year-old.
Gators, How big is the font for Evil Stick? Is it teeny or is it on
But
the top?
it's a loopy font that it doesn't really. It's a loopy font. Mr. Drain writes it. Holy crap! If I'm not mistaken, that music is the ABC 6 Philly bumper music.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Someone pegged it.
Yeah, you would have that right.
Nice.
Well, we need news music. That's what we go with.
Nice.
Kudos.
I'm impressed someone pegged that. That's great.
Yep. That's Philly news music.
Wow.
Let's see.
They have cream cheese there.
Meanwhile, he sends a link. Watch. Accused shoplifter stuffs chainsaw down shorts.
That could end wrong.
That's generally not a recommended use of a chainsaw.
Well, you did say there was a difference between the Hello Kitty vibrator and a Hello Kitty chainsaw. Earlier.
There is, and we're going to see what that is right here. Yeah, this guy put a chainsaw down his shorts and is now walking off cam.
She has no idea. Playing this for
That is that a chainsaw on your shorts, or are you just excited for some weird news? A Florida man, of course it's Florida.
Florida.
A Florida man is accused of shoplifting a chainsaw by stuffing the heavy machinery down his shorts and under his T-shirt. Footage of the incident posted by the newspaper to YouTube shows the suspect, 28-year-old Anthony Ballard, as he appears to steal the chainsaw from Treasure Coast Lawn in Port St. Lucie. Ballard reportedly asked for change before attempting to conceal the tool. Yeah, he put a tool in his pants. He was arrested and transferred to the St. Lucie County Jail, according to WPTV. He was charged with grand theft.
Did he get to keep the chainsaw?
I'm thinking
Because, once a chainsaw is down your pants, I don't think you can resell it, can you?
I don't know. I don't know. They might try to put that back on the shelf. You might want to be careful shopping there.
Smell your chainsaw before you buy it, guys.
Ew.
If it smells like cheese, just put it back.
Yes.
Yes.
And on that note, I am out of material.
Oh, okay.
And I'm also hungry.
What?
Well, you see, we went out for a team lunch today. So I had a big lunch. So I was
Papa Pancho's?
Manor Grill.
Oh.
I got the meatloaf sandwich.
Ooh, yum.
With mashed potatoes and gravy.
Nice.
Yeah. Not exactly the most Atkins-friendly meal, but not exactly...
It's okay. You're allowed to cheat once a week, right?
Once a
or twice. or 3 times.
The thing is, I'm still eating much better than I did before. I'm not doing the, the all-out snack.
You're not doing Cheesecake Factory once a week.
Yeah, and I'm not doing nightly snacking on Doritos or Cheez-Its or bags of M&Ms.
I've done all that.
I snack on peanuts or pepperoni and cheddar, and not on the level that I was snacking before. And I'm generally avoiding carbs. I'm eating a lot of salads for lunch. So all in all, I'm eating a
Are you
whole lot
staying
better.
about the same right now?
Yeah, I'm still staying about the same.
Okay, there you go. But after December, strict, right? Or not after November? Is that what you said?
What's that?
Didn't you say you were being strict Atkins after a certain time?
Yeah, I'll probably next year, New Year's resolution time, I'll probably go back to trying to do the hardcore again for a few months to see if I can, because I could stand to lose more. I mean, I'm in a much better place. Like as Gothard put it when I went out to visit him, it's like, oh, there's the Gators I used to know, because I'm basically back down to the size that used to be normal for me, and because
there you go.
I had been blowing up since I came out here. And so I'm back in a good looking. I'm in the range.
I blame California's delicious food.
People are telling me, people are noticing the weight loss and complimenting me on it currently. Yes, Gothard?
That's awesome. That is awesome.
What's awesome?
Well, you're doing better.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I've got an article that's starting to piss me off that I got linked to by Facebook that is completely wrong.
Well, I know we have a mutual friend that likes to send lots of Facebook links of political nature. No, this isn't a Mike link?
No, this is one of 14 cars that features that no longer exist. And I'm going along. One of them was control knobs in a car. Like, for temperature and stuff. My parents just bought a brand new Volkswagen this year. It has control knobs for the temperature. It also says that they no longer have manual transmissions. Their car has a manual transmission.
So this article is
like
basic. Well, this article's speaking in generalizations. It's not accurate. It's just, but generally, the control knobs are less common. And now it's about, set the temperature, which I kind of agree pisses me off because because then it's based on what temperature you set, what it does. Sometimes I want to turn the setting on and dial in the knob in the area that I, is generally what it's like I just want to click. I don't want to deal with how do I set this right temperature and which fan and I just knob, bam, simple. And then I don't care about manual transmission because as longtime listeners of the show know, Gothard drives stick and I don't.
Oh.
And that's just how it works with the.
Things that are correct are things like wing windows or vent windows.
Yeah, those have been gone a long time.
The horn ring,
Yeah.
audible signals such as turn signals. Those aren't very common anymore.
Right.
And then they said rear hanging suicide doors. Well, I've seen plenty of vehicles where they have a half-ass suicide door where you open the front door and then you open this other door that's attached to it.
Oh, I've seen those.
So, those are common in many trucks and some kind of what they call crossover vehicles, I guess. I like to refer to as ugly pieces of shit that can't make up their mind whether they want to be a car, truck, or van.
Oh.
Such as the Cube.
The Cube. Yeah, because the Element wasn't enough.
Honda Element was not phone booth enough.
No. Let's take a phone booth, because no one remembers what those are anymore, put it on its side, put wheels on it, and call it a car.
Sure.
Yay.
That works.
Ashtray.
Element.
I can see those are gone, but no one misses those.
No.
My mom does. She uses the Pepsi bottle now. Which I'm happy because you can actually twist the cap on and I don't have to smell her stanky cigarettes.
This is in Kentucky.
Yes.
If you don't smoke in Kentucky, you're not a Kentucky.
There you go.
Hand crank window.
Actually, you can still, if you look hard enough, you can still get a very stripped down. They do still make cheap stripped down models of cars, and sometimes
the Honda Fit. You can get a Honda Fit with cranks.
Because I remember there was a relatively.
My Saturn had crank
or the
down
Yaris,
windows.
yeah.
That's right.
My van has crank down windows. A lot of cargo vans have crank down windows, and some like the Jeep still has crank down windows. The original Jeep.
I thought you just take off the door on those.
Right. Let's see. We got another message coming in. Let's check it out. Woodchuck writes in, have been recently gotten to drive a Fiat 500L for a few days, but I have to say, if they fix the transmission, I wouldn't mind owning one, as it gets awesome gas mileage, and it's like driving a glass box with a huge amount of storage room.
A glass box?
What is it?
Let me take a look. Fiat 500L.
Oh, the Fiat 500, right? They're like the Fiats, but they're longer. They're like 4-door, right? They're 4-door Fiats?
These pictures I'm looking of a Fiat 500L do come up with a 4-door car. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the new Ranchero.
Rancheros.
Well,
They're bringing back the Ranchero, by the way. Not the Ranchero, the El Camino. I'm sorry.
Oh. Really? They're bringing back the El Camino? Really?
Yes, they are.
But... Okay.
It's Gators, you have to move out of the neighborhood. They're bringing back the El Camino.
Oh, God.
I'm working on it. No, this neighborhood's getting... I keep raising the rents here. It's going to start turning, more classy. The rate.
Oh, no, you don't want to live in a classy area. Wait, that area classy? I'll believe that when I see it.
Well, I mean, the way they're driving the rents up, it's probably going to... If they could keep doing that, it's going to drive a certain price range out and bring in another. I think my landlord was saying that a lot of people are coming in from San Jose to this area.
Yeah, San Jose and people are living over here because it's in between San Jose and San Francisco, and it's an awesome commute area.
Yeah, it's a good commute area. But the prices are going up here now. But it's still cheaper.
Yeah, they're going way up in this area.
But it's cheaper than San Jose, but because it's going way up in San Jose, so it's they're squeezed.
Oh yeah.
What is that called when you raise the prices up and then you drive people out of the area and then where are they going to go? That's what's going on here. Is that this is becoming an area?
I wish they had rent control in this area, but it's not considered high class enough to be rent controlled just yet. That's the problem.
Well, by the time it is, then it's too late.
Yeah.
This is fucking bullshit.
You're telling me. I'm lucky I moved out when I did, because those apartments, they're like almost $1150 for a 1-bedroom now. For the 1-bedroom I had, it's $1150 now. When I left, it was $900.
It's fucking ridiculous.
And that's only been 3 years.
Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. Well, the 2 bedrooms are $15 now. It's like, holy crap! I can't afford. I would never be able to afford an apartment anymore.
Yeah, they jacked me up to $1370, and the only thing the landlord could say is that's the cheapest rent you'll find in this area, and
for a 2-bedroom. You know what? I hate to say it, for a 2-bedroom, that's pretty much right now. And that is a very sad fact. That's pretty... Well, unless you want to move over by Barton, I wouldn't do that.
Which is why, another reason why it's like, fuck this, I'm getting out of here.
I don't blame you. I mean, honestly, I've told people if you're going to rent in the area, save some money and buy a freaking condo. Honestly, it's a lot cheaper in a lot of areas.
Yeah, and that's where I'm getting to the point. Well, if I move out of here, anywhere I move to is pretty much going to be more affordable. Certainly the Salem area.
Well, that's not saying much.
The Salem area is much more affordable, and if I move back east, I'm looking at areas in Pennsylvania where what I'm paying now, I could be renting a house in Pennsylvania for what I'm paying now in rent.
I'm going to tell you, Oregon's not going to be much cheaper soon because a lot of people are retiring to Oregon.
Well, the thing is that renting basically I'm looking at if I get a job, and I'm looking to get a job where I'm making more than I'm making now, but I get a job, and for the same price that I'm renting at now, I could rent a house in certain areas, and that's kind of phase one,
Phase one.
Right, and and then and then
phase two
is put away as much as I can in savings, and
phase three,
house, buy a house.
That's not profit; it's house.
A house, and then this is not profit. Besides, I've been schooled. Apparently, that is obsolete or old or outdated. Nowadays, phase 4 is profit. So I have to make a phase 4 button now. Apparently.
You just need to start learning how to flip houses.
No.
Okay. That's fine.
Anyways, on that note, I am hungry.
On that note, wait. Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
You're hungry?
You're gonna say?
I forgot.
Already?
Yes.
On that note, time to put another episode of the Amateur Hour to bed. And Twister Drain writes in, have a good night, guys. Thanks for the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening.
Yes.
Thank you for listening to us and not those other guys. Although, then again, you tuned in probably after those guys went off.
It's fine. You can listen to both shows. I've done it before.
Simultaneously.
Yes. That might melt your brain, but, you know, the only thing that would be worse is if Venison had a show on the same time as well.
Yeah. That would be. Because then he'd be in our Team Talk room still, and he'd just be talking over us.
And that's different how?
Good point. All right. So anyways, thank you for listening to the triumphant return of the Amateur Hour right here on the No Holds Barred Radio Network and Wild Bunch Radio Network. And be sure to check out all our great programming on NHBRadio.com and WildBunchRadio.com. Tomorrow on NHB, Take It or Leave It. And Saturday night on Wild Bunch, we'll be back with some more dollar bin specials for you. We are working out negotiations to get Emily her own Saturday night show on Wild Bunch, which I think she wants to do alternating weeks, but we got some... We got to work that out, make sure Zoe's cool with all that, but Emily has expressed interest in doing that. So we'll see how that goes. Next week, we got Vamp on Tuesdays, and then we'll be back again on Wednesdays. Dune on Sunday. Don't forget Dune and Bob Show, 6 to 8 Eastern, NHBRadio.com.
Yes.
But we do try to be educational here, so let us talk about all the things we have learned here today. So, Neo, what have you learned? She's learned how to not learn anything. And Bars, what have you learned?
I've learned if you can't whistle the theme to Andy Griffith, then you can't, but then you shouldn't vote.
And Gothard, what have you learned?
I have learned nothing tonight. I have learned I should check my text messages more often sometimes when I'm driving 80 miles an hour.
I just needed to mellow out.
Yes, you did.
And I've learned that a Dunkin' Donuts Boston Cream Donut is tastier than Kim Kardashian's ass. So,
What? Wait, is this glazed or non?
Well, based on that picture I saw of Kim Kardashian's ass, it's glazed with something, but I don't want to know what. I'll stick with the Boston Cream, thank you very much. Anyways.
What about a powdered donut hole, though?
Powdered donut holes are approved by YouTube guys, creeps or freaks or whatever. We'll go with YouTube freak. Anyways.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for listening, and good night.
Good night. Thanks for listening.